Welcome to the Wind Up Podcast, brought to you by C4 Back Company, Easter Cookies, and Ferrari Michelada Mix. I'm your host, Steve Medina, along with Mr. O Definitely, who's definitely cut down on his O Definitely since week 1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
Junior
definitely.
Junior Aguilar.
Yeah.
And, And also here today would be our producer, Julio Ramirez. You think I know your name by now, Julio? We're also
Boy, Julio.
We're also joined today by our guest, Mr. Gilbert Avalos from Pearland, Texas. How you doing, Gilbert?
What's going on, gang? How you guys doing?
Let me tell you a little story.
I'm doing awesome.
Let me tell you a little story.
Go ahead.
So my friend Gilbert right here doesn't go by Gilbert anymore. He goes by Gil.
Oh, here we go, Junior.
So I'm trying to figure out when the hell did this happen, bro? So people are asking me, hey man, do you know a guy named Gil at Pearland Little League? I said, man, I sure don't. And they're like, you really? You don't know Gil Avalos? I said, man, I know Gilbert Avalos. I said, that's the same dude. Well, I'll tell you that to tell you this. But once you leave the Southeast side and you make a little bit of money, Junior, you're going to attest to this here.
Very little, Junior.
You start changing names, and all of a sudden, before you know it, he's going to go by he's going to go by G.A. Avalos later on.
Oh,
I'm calling it in about 3 years. He's going to be G.A. Avalos. He's going to lose Gilbert complete.
Actually, I used to have to dial for dollars, Junior, back in the day, and it was too long to pronounce Gilbert Avalos, so I went to Gil Anthony. You are right about that.
Yeah, I am right.
Gil Avalos, and it was just real quick on the phone, and it just caught from there.
Yes.
Nice.
So now it's just Gil.
It's just Gil.
Man.
Yeah, it's just simple Gil. I mean,
Simple
just keep
Gil.
it simple. Just keep things simple.
G-I-L.
Well, it's
No.
nice to have you, man.
No, thanks guys for having me on.
Listen, so
Enjoy
we're going live right now on YouTube. So
What?
yes,
Are you
on
serious?
YouTube. Yeah.
Woo,
Thank
there we
you.
are, man.
Hey, thanks to our
Very nice.
sponsors, C4 Back Company, Easter Cookies, and Ferrari Michelada Mix.
Hey, those Issa cookies, man. Oof,
They're
man.
awesome,
Oh,
huh?
they're awesome.
Well, we got big news, man.
Oh, let me hear it.
We're opening up shop.
Nice.
So not only will you be able to get cookies, but
Y'all better have
now
that
you got to
s'more.
now you got to pay for them.
That's
Now you
more.
gotta pay for it.
That's more cookie, man. That's more cookie. Goodness gracious.
yeah, but they're pretty good. The s'mores from last week,
They were excellent. Excellent.
very nice.
Great job.
Yeah. So now you got to pay for them, and so but that's some good news. Junior, is Jason Shields still watching us, Julio?
I hope so.
I don't know.
Jason, I hope you're watching. My man Junior right here, the Kate Upton Astro sweater going on today.
Oh yeah.
For those of us who
Signed and delivered.
for those of us who saw it on the
Oh, man.
what we call it, a preview, our test run.
It was a test run. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was fun.
That was a
man.
great test run too.
Yeah.
I made reference to my Raider hat.
Yeah.
Okay. Also my Raider cup right here. Where you at, Julio? Right here, Raider
Man.
cup. Yeah. All rated out today. The lady at the toll road told me I had a great hat today.
Oh,
Nice.
she lying to you. Make of mine. Super Bowl. What do you think, Gil? We're going to the Super
I
Bowl?
don't even think there's a Texan team playing in the Super Bowl this weekend at Thorne Stadium and at Rice. Julio, can you verify that later on in the show?
Yeah, I can verify that.
Julio's our stats guy.
Whoa. Okay, I know what
Julio's
you're
our
talking about.
stats
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And while I'm
We
at
gotta
it,
talk about it.
you know what? There's an official stat guy in the southeast part of Houston today. But we're not gonna his
What?
he told me he was a stat guy.
What do you mean by stat guy?
like always into stats?
Oh,
His initials are ML.
ML.
Who could that be? ML.
ML.
We went around and about today about Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But listen, while I'm on the subject of football and Super Bowls, I want to shout out to my boy Country. Them Gulf Coast Bulldogs are playing at 4:30 at Thorne Stadium.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, man,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Nice.
go.
Very nice.
I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna pay my own ticket. I'm not
What age group is that?
12.
12.
Yeah, 12.
Damn.
So I'm gonna go watch them.
I bet you have some
Hopefully-
hard-nosed football there.
Hopefully it's not too cold, because man, I don't go outside after about 52. I'm
Oh,
telling
man.
you,
It's
Yeah,
cold outside
52?
right now.
52.
52?
I don't go outside no more.
I thought it was 50, Steve. Come on.
Man, listen, and I don't go outside after 95 degrees. so you're gonna have to give me in that time range, or not. I'm gonna be in the comforts of my house in Sugarland. So, but that's how it goes. But hopefully we have a good show tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great one.
We're going to introduce the Haters Club.
Haters Club.
Haters in the house.
Haters. I mean,
Haters
we're
in
going
the
to
house.
introduce that later on. We're also going to talk about your family's adventure in California.
Oh, very nice.
We can talk about
Yeah,
it.
we're going to talk about it because I heard there was a couple of teams from Pasadena over there because I saw them scores. So I just figured,
What the hell?
I don't know.
That wasn't Pasadena, California?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Pasadena,
come on.
Texas.
Wow.
Pasadena, Texas.
Pasadena in the house.
Starts with an L.
Yeah. Starts with an L.
I'm like so lost right now.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're going to come back. I'll bring it back to you. But so we want to thank our 19 subscribers right now. Listen, just make sure you share.
19.
Yeah, 19. We didn't
This
even
is
think we were
big.
going to have one. So now we got 19.
Yeah.
We got, hopefully on this episode,
We got 20 now.
There we go. Our first 20.
well, let's check this out. Hopefully,
This is the first time we go live, man.
That's good.
will y'all
Okay.
stop interrupting me? Seriously.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Hey, so hopefully on this episode right here, we're going to get over the 50,000 listens. What do you think, Julio? Hopefully?
Yeah, hopefully. I think we are.
Yeah, so hopefully we get over the 50,000 listens.
Episode 12 is really, really good. And I think we're gonna go over 50 after that.
Yeah, episode 12 that will be coming out when we coming
It'll be up first thing tomorrow morning.
first thing tomorrow morning. It's really, really good. And if you follow the page, Houston Area Select Baseball page, and you look at it and then you listen to the podcast, they're kind of going to go hand in hand. And it just happened that way. So, one of the things that we try to do here is we try to be up on current events. And I think we nailed it. What do you think, Gil?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So current events. What happened this weekend in Dallas?
Man,
Super,
look,
super NIT.
Look, I didn't hear any action. Like as far as like
No fights?
no fights,
No umpires?
no
That's
umpires,
boring.
none of that.
Boring.
It must,
It's gracious.
Look,
What's going on?
it must have been one. I bet you it was cold as hell.
I didn't I predict that?
Yeah,
You
Oh,
want to go
yeah.
to Dallas and freeze? No, man.
and
Don't wanna do
when
that.
it's cold, anything can happen.
That's true. That's true.
And what happened was, man, I got to tell you,
What happened?
What happened out there?
I
Jimmy?
did not expect that from the 10U division.
Well,
That team got put together within a couple months, and
And they did it.
they did it, man.
Wow, that's
Shout
awesome.
out to Strike Zone. So shout out to Coach
Congrats,
Danny out
Strike
there,
Zone.
man. For real, that's a
oh,
big
Strike Zone won it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
10
boy.
for the 10U.
Really?
And then we know the 11U Texas Bombers beat City.
Well, listen, why don't we go
2-0.
through the list again?
Let's go
Why
through it.
don't we go through the list again?
All right, so look, I'll start right here at the 11 major because the way they put this USSSA tournament, it's like 4 different links. Like, come on, man! Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah,
I don't know why they
Whoever
do
the
that.
hell's running that up there, come on, man! Y'all know y'all listening because we have a large following.
Hold on, what are you talking about? I was
Like,
trying to find it.
They put 4 different links for this
Yeah,
damn tournament. But like, this is the worst part. Look at this one. Like 11 major, and then look at the rest. Double A. Come on, man! Like, put them by ranking. You know what I mean? It's not that hard, bro. All right.
Well,
Anyways.
obviously it is because it's not like that.
Anyways, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Major, boom. We're gonna cover major right here, and whoever won the 11U silver bracket gets the bid to the Elite 32 in Laporte.
In Laporte, looking really good.
All right, so right here, like Texas Bombers beat Sidious 2-0. You know
that city is from where?
well,
Oh, that's
Sidious-
Troy, huh?
That's Troy, man.
Troy.
Troy in the house.
He's in witness protection.
Oh,
Haven't
okay.
heard.
We haven't heard from Troy.
We
at
haven't
all.
heard from Troy.
Troy, come
at all.
on.
Come on,
It's
man.
okay.
That's what I said.
Y'all did
But look,
well.
I mean, it's
Y'all
pretty good
represented.
baseball right here. Pretty close games all the way around.
Hey, you know what? Apex. Oh, how did they beat
Ooh.
Apex? 6-2. What's that? 6-2.
6-2.
Ooh, that was a good
6-2.
game.
Let's see. Who pitched that game?
Then they played Texas Bombers, huh?
Yeah. Let's see who pitched that game.
Man, that's the Aces. You're
Yeah.
the wrong one.
Oh, what's going on? Oh,
Nothing
there it
like
is.
live TV.
Yeah. You know how this is. Here we go. All right. What
No, dude, that's 11U.
the hell?
That's the pitch.
Oh,
count.
Apex. Alex Moreno pitched. Okay.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, okay,
Cool.
I got you. Oh yeah, my bad. They are 11U.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Well,
good game.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
Mhm,
And then
definitely.
they went up against the Texas Bombers, right?
Exactly.
Nice. My boy Jaworski Lane Jr. out there.
Yeah. Colton
They're on
Gallardo
Big
gets
Lane,
the win.
big. I ain't heard from Big Lane. He texts me, man. We got them boys. Like, man. So let's talk about A&M. Let's talk about A&M
All right,
football.
let's go right here. Like 9 major. Give
Yeah,
us,
let's
give
go
us some
9
love
major.
real quick. All right, man. Gil, this is the cream of the crop, bro.
Oh, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Man.
Here we go. The Colleyville Elite.
Colleyville Elite.
Colleyville. Okay.
Colleyville Elite. Congratulations to Colleyville
Yeah,
Elite.
let's
Beat
check them
Texas
out.
Edge North,
Oh
right?
boy, Colleyville.
Okay. Well, they're from what I expected.
Gil,
they
you
would be.
can tell Junior's never been to DFW, right?
Yeah.
Colleyville.
Look, man. Look, it's not that I hate Dallas, but I ain't going up there. I hate Dallas. Passion. Anything from
I do
Dallas.
too right now. Goodness gracious, they're a disgrace.
Are you Cowboys fan?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I should have known.
Dad's from the Valley,
You know what?
Corpus Christi land.
Yeah, you're right. But I saw the hat and I was like, kind of.
Yeah, you were
I'm
like,
sorry,
they were-
man. I
you were
don't
like
mean
that.
to
Astros
say-
looks way too close to Dallas Cowboys.
Anyways, okay, let's move forward. 10 major strike zone baseball beats
Strike zone.
Sidious.
Hey, Strike Zone is from where? Houston, right?
Yeah, they're from Houston area.
Where at though? Do you know? You know those
like the
guys?
site- I know those guys, man.
Where are they from? What side of town?
They're right there from KD Cypress Stadium.
Oh, all right there. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to those boys.
Shout out to Strike Zone, man. Good job.
Yeah, they went. Hey, they were the ones that are getting down at in Portland. You know,
Oh, really?
that was them.
Oh, very
but
nice.
hey, they got down in Dallas.
Getting
man.
down as far as what? What do you mean by getting down?
Like that was the game where everybody got rowdy.
Oh, okay.
And they
So
won. They won. I mean, they got down.
okay, so in an all Houston semifinal, they beat American Force.
yeah,
We're the backyard ballers, black from.
Montgomery. So that's what.
Oh, so we had three or four Houston teams in the
Yeah.
semifinal
There you go.
in the 10U division. Good job.
H-Town representing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strike Zone. Congrats to Strike Zone Baseball. Good job.
Oh boy.
Let's see who else. 11 major. See what I mean? Look like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, come on, man.
Well, you were right there. You had all of them in that one.
Yeah,
slot.
but what I'm saying, they're not all major. You know.
So we're
I
on.
mean, I hate to say it,
hold on.
but
So-
if you're
so-
if you're not major like for these tournaments, I mean, you know, you're not. I mean, come on.
So in other words, you're a select ball snob.
Oh, here we go. 12. Who won 12? No, come on, man.
You got that? You got that, Julio?
We're covering
I got
we're
that.
covering the major topics, man. Come on. Mojo Baseball Blue. Are they any good?
Oh,
Never
I
heard
mean,
of
they play 12U, right?
Mojo
they play
Baseball.
Troview? Do they?
Yeah,
Okay.
12U major.
There you go.
Any good teams in there, Steve, that you know about? You said this team, no? Spitfire?
Yeah, Spitfire's good. All
Yeah.
those teams are good, man. It all
Okay.
depends what happens that day. Anybody can be beat.
13U major. Yalobusha Giants, 13U. So
Yeah, I
shout
think
out
they're
to-
from Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken.
They are.
They are from Mississippi?
Olive Branch, Mississippi. Shout out to
Yeah.
them. They haven't lost a game. They tied a game though, but they didn't lose a game.
Man,
See what I mean?
impressive.
Look, check this out, Gil. They're ranked number 1 in the state.
Dang.
What state?
Well, I guess it's
Mississippi. Oh, okay.
Number 2 nation. Why? Steve gets all like,
No,
that's me. That's me.
No.
What are you talking about?
The reason why-
Anything. Like
Did
I'll
I
be
tell
telling
you?
Steve, like,
Every
just messing around with him, like, hey, let's let the 9U play against you guys. He'll be like, no, man, we'll kill you guys. Like,
It's true. 9 against 12. Come on,
somebody gets hurt.
Somebody's
It's on
gonna
me.
get hurt.
Come on, man.
No, the
I want
reason
to see what they got.
the reason why I bring that up is because I had a dude from California call me up.
Oh,
He's-
Troy's watching. Hey,
Hey, Troy, he's out of witness protection. Good
Haters
job.
Club.
That boy
Haters
Troy.
He's
What's going on, big man?
Hey, so this dude calls me from California. Someplace on a 14U team. I can't even remember what the name was. He's a good friend of mine. So I forgot. He goes, "Hey, Steve, man, you're not gonna believe this." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Dude, you know we're ranked like number 1 in the nation." And I'm like, "Really? What nation, bro?" And he's like, "United States." I'm like, "Shit, okay, my bad."
Oh man, that was
Canada.
funny.
Yeah,
That was funny.
haven't heard from him since, but we're still good friends. So
Oh, there you go.
where are we at
That's
now?
pretty good.
Where we
Well,
at now?
look, do we want to hit every division? Or?
Yeah, the
All
people. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, 9 AAA, man. Here we go. Phantom Blue.
Phantom Blue. Congrats to Phantom
Let me
Blue.
find out these boys are from Pearland. Nope.
No, man.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
from Manville.
close,
Good
Manville.
job. Houston
Manville.
again.
Wow.
Ah, good job.
Man, Houston representing over there.
Yeah.
Good job, Phantom Blue. That's Phantom. That's y'all.
Yeah, that's us, man.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Good
What's
job.
up? What's up? They were not aware. That's club.
No, they're
Huh?
down there in they're down Pearland area. They
Okay.
practice over there.
10
Yeah,
AA, man.
Saltfields.
Texas Legends baseball.
Where are they from?
I'm gonna say
They can't be from Pasadena.
Robinson.
Ooh, where's that at? Oh, that's probably in Dallas somewhere.
North Texas, yeah.
North Texas? Okay.
Robinson. Where's Robinson at?
I don't know.
I don't
know, but they won.
Yeah,
Good job, Robinson.
Yeah, shout out.
TL.
Shout out.
They're on the map now.
I see.
Shout out.
for
Texas
sure.
Legends
Winning
Baseball.
NIT. It's a big tournament. 11 AAA. Let's see.
The Orioles.
They don't even have a score. What do you think happened here?
No lights. I don't know.
Softball. It was a softball game.
Ooh, we got anybody from Dallas watching. Let us know what happened.
Where are the Orioles from, though? Find out where they're from.
Orioles against the Bobcats.
From Baltimore?
Mesquite.
Mesquite. Mesquite in the house.
What's up? Where's Mesquite at? Over there on the west
Dallas,
side. Huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, over there.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. All right, here we go. 13 AAA, man. Texas Canes Elite. Is this who I think it is?
Who's that?
Yes.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're a good team.
Who wins, Steve? Out of you guys? Head to head.
Depends what happens that day.
By that day, you mean who's pitching?
No, just however, we do have the lead on them like 4-1 or something, but that's neither here nor there. Those are facts, though.
Okay.
The Canes, baby.
All right. We'll go back. Boom. 14U AAA. There you go.
Colleyville League.
Man, they showing out.
Colleyville in the house.
They
Man,
showing
nice.
out. All right, that was that was good, man.
That's it. We didn't miss anybody because I don't want to get no text like last week, Junior.
What?
Give a shout out to the silver bracket instead of the gold.
I'm sorry, guys. Steve still hasn't returned my silver bracket ring, so
I know it's a mother karma.
I'm just saying, bro. He must.
Come
I'm
on,
telling
Steve.
you, ain't nothing wrong with
Where's
that.
the love,
I'm
bro?
saying he could keep it, but just
I was-
if you want to show it off, bro, just say like, hey, I'll take it home. I'm gonna show it off.
I
Silver bracket.
I actually
baby.
wore
Ain't
it.
nothing wrong with that.
I wore it yesterday to Costco.
Woo! What you get?
People were looking at it. I was like, "Yep."
Hey, how many teams play this weekend, man?
This
At
week
the
coming up.
Turkey Showdown.
The Turk show.
How many are on there?
They got hold on, let me go back. I thought I saw about 180.
What
do you think?
180.
What do you think about that, man? What do you think about that, Gil?
Oh,
Right here, baby.
that's a lot of teams, bro.
180,
I
man.
don't remember that many being out there.
Ooh, here we go. Let's see who got the biggest division. 14 open, bro. Let's hop in that one.
Nah,
No? Y'all ain't down?
dude, it's gonna be cold, bro. I'm not doing all that, dude.
It's gonna be
man.
low 40s this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm not even going hunting. It's so cold. So
I am.
much as go to Baseball
Oh.
USA and pay $5. Lord forbid I show up with $4.
The Kate Upton sweater. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, that's for the scores.
So a pretty uneventful Super
Nah,
19. No
man.
fights,
Nothing,
no umpire.
nothing.
Man,
That's what happens when it's cold.
You think so?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
what
believe
happens
so.
in cold weather.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to
you
be
ain't
out there.
lying.
It's cold.
Ain't
Yeah.
nobody drinking out there.
Nah.
It's too cold.
nobody drinking, nobody nothing.
Well, they're in their car if they are. Ain't nobody sitting
With the heater on.
with the heater on, chilling.
Ah, you ain't lying, man.
That would've been me.
Anyways,
that would have been me.
good for that tournament, man.
Well, hey, you know what? Shout out to everybody who won over there.
Congrats.
When's the next NIT? Are we done?
Around here, we're talking about
We're done, right?
Yeah, we're talking about March 30, not March 30th.
March something, right?
March something, early March. Man, I looked at it earlier. There's teams from everywhere here.
Mhm.
Nice.
That one's loaded.
Oh yeah.
Darren ain't playing.
There we go.
Okay.
So this is what's playing this weekend. Yeah, we're there, bro. We're there.
Where are we at? Oh,
yeah.
Oh man, y'all
So,
playing this week?
We're playing this weekend, baby.
Man, you still got till today to
Calling anybody out. Hop on. Anybody want it? Come on the 11U open bracket, baby.
to do what?
Anything. It's
Man.
cold. It's cold out there.
Man, I hope you get 8:00 games.
Woo. I love 8:00 games.
Somebody told me Legends equals 8:00.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, man, look.
Especially
only
Legends
bad thing-
baseball Saldivar.
The only
So-
that's messed up.
How many?
Santos gonna walk through that door right now. So what you
It
say?
don't
man?
matter. Santos,
Look, anyways,
Medina's
Yeah,
Warriors
man.
baseball.
yeah, that's Steve's team. He
Yeah,
sponsors
see
that
that
team,
boy?
man.
no, I don't even know.
Why don't you
Them.
sponsor our
Hey,
team?
that's a cool name though.
Oh,
Shout
boy.
out Medina Warrior Baseball.
Come on, man.
Y'all call me up sometime.
There's old Bald Pearland Phantom 11U. There's old
Oh,
Bald.
that you know him?
Yeah, Oh yeah, I know Bolt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you go way back or what?
Yeah, we're there at the league. He's there
Nice.
at the league also. Yeah.
Man, so you know about Phantom. Tell us about Phantom. What is Phantom? Their organization, right?
Yeah, it's an organization that started out in Pearland, and the whole concept was, keeping the kids there in the league in the spring, and they go off and play in the summer and fall and try to get better.
Okay.
And it was basically created, I want to say about 4 years ago, but they have some good teams out there, and
Nice.
our girl Kathy out there, she started off, and she's done a good job raising money for that.
What's her name?
Phantom.
Kathy what?
Kathy Vasquez.
Oh, okay. Good
Yeah.
job. Shout out
Cool.
Kathy
Yeah.
Vasquez.
Well,
So she's listening. Thank you, Kathy.
Hey, I recognize her because y'all have that fluorescent color, right? Like Seattle Seahawks? Or what are
Yes, yeah, just like the Seahawks.
y'all? Okay.
We don't
Yeah.
get that fluorescent though on our team.
Oh,
look, I just pulled
Some
up
of them do
the-
though. Some of them do.
I just pulled up the NIT, the next one here, March 7th through 9th, and
that's the one that's going from Friday to Monday, right?
No, Saturday to Monday. Saturday to Monday.
Man, I guarantee you they're going to play Friday.
Well, yeah, if they can get Houston teams to play, I'm sure they're down. But look, I mean, they got everywhere. Like
Oh
California.
yeah, they got
Hey, so
they got some
They
good
got
players there. That's
California.
13U, huh, Junior?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
13U major. Baton Rouge. All right, let's go to 12U. That's what Steve wants to see. What's
Yeah,
up with
dude.
these guys? Oakley Spikes. You know
Never-
about them? Florida? Never.
No, never heard of them.
LA Empire.
Well, I don't even think you're looking.
Kangaroo.
You're looking at 13. Go up.
No, this is 12U.
Oh, 12 you?
Look, Washington right here. Diamond Jacks, you know?
Never heard of them.
Oh, they coming out here, Steve. Oh,
Kangaroo
what is this?
Who? Banditos Castillo 12 now?
What?
Man, who's on the team?
Oh,
Oh.
wait. One of these kids has to be 12.
Not they're not gonna let them play up. Oh no, it says they're all 12 major. Really?
Look, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it's the same roster.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's go.
Laredo, coming from Laredo, coming strong.
Man. Okay. Well,
Is that them?
You guys
Yeah,
know these
listen.
players?
I don't know. I guess
Junior
so.
does. I don't.
Junior?
I don't know, man. Anyway, let's go back. Anybody in here that's pretty good, Steve? that you-
Kangaroo Court. They're
Kangaroo
salty.
Court?
Yeah, we beat them. We beat them every time we played them. They salty every time.
Out of
we play 'em.
Florida?
Hey, I will. Man, they do have a.
What's
damn
up? What's up with
good
this
YouTube
one?
channel.
MVP Hustle Abel.
I don't know who they
First
are.
name. First name
California?
coach probably.
No, but I'm sure they're good. They don't come out with no sorry team. So
11U. Here we go. Oh,
Sidious.
here goes Troy again.
who's it? That's Troy.
Yeah.
Ooh, Fort Bend Bombers. I'm
oh.
going for Fort Bend Bombers.
Fort Bend Bombers on here
Yeah,
for Sugarland.
yeah, and Medina Warrior baseball.
Yeah.
Just
What?
because.
One,
Wait, they're signing up. No.
That's Corey's team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm going to go for the South Texas Aztecs.
Ooh,
the name.
Yeah,
From Poteet,
from
Texas.
Poteet.
Ooh.
Strawberry.
Shocking
Oh,
all.
strawberry. Something.
And these are just the teams that are just signed up right now. This stuff's gonna blow up. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Damn, Michigan. Keep giving them love. Got
Okay, so I see like 7 MVP hustle teams. Which one you playing for, Junior?
I don't know, man. I don't want to. Maybe I'm talking too soon, but I think they're like, the light, dark, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Man,
They played.
I didn't catch any of them.
Okay,
I don't,
so-
I don't know what that blah 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 was. But
No. Like like in the school system, like it was always like the dark and the light. Who's there? That's Santos, right? Oh, it's the little guy.
It's a little guy.
He wants to make an appearance.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's like just like different, I guess, teams. But they played this team in the championship last weekend. Pretty solid.
Very nice.
Strike zone here. Team City is again. Okay, so they got a 1 out of town team, 2, 3. Okay, 3 for the 10U. And then the younger ages, of course, are gonna line up right before.
so, how many teams do you think are going to be here?
Whew, I mean, there's already check it
Ooh,
out.
How many is there now, Junior?
How many is there now? Let's check it out. There's 91, I believe. 91.
How many did we have last year? Over 400, right?
Yeah.
No, there's
Yeah.
definitely going to be games on Friday.
You think so?
If you play, if you play on that
Right there,
Friday, then
91 so far.
if you play on Friday, then you're off on Saturday. So all the party teams are going to get the Friday games.
Friday games.
So that means all the Pasadena Legend teams they're going to play on Friday.
Come on, man.
Who else?
Legends in the house.
Who else did the party came?
Nick Saban's team.
Man, I wish we play on Friday so we can chill on Saturday.
Hey man, where is Nick Saban?
Man, sick.
Again, he texted me today. I can't come. I'm like, man, I'm gonna call you out on the show. I'm calling you out right
Man.
now. I want Gil to meet him, man. Gil knows who he is, right?
Yeah, Gil knows who he is.
No,
Hey,
who
listen.
are y'all talking about?
I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Listen,
okay.
so here's the deal.
I guess I do know who he is.
Nick Saban of youth baseball.
Here's the problem. Okay.
Kirby Smart.
He
Who got that? Who got that? Our football fan.
he doesn't leave Cyprus and you don't leave Pasadena. So we're always gonna have a
Look,
problem.
Nick Saban sent me his pinpoint the other day.
Mhm.
Bro, he like 10 minutes away from College Station. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna go all the way over there to go pick up a bat. Plus, I fell asleep. It'd have been like a 3-hour turnaround with Houston traffic, man.
Man.
He's like, hey, yo, come pick it up. And, I mean, come on. He sent me the pin in 10 minutes from fucking Kyle Field, bro. Can you believe that? Oh, in a big old house.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
like, man, that's how y'all do it over here.
Well, that's how. So you don't know how many teams are coming.
Yeah, 91.
Yeah, but that's a long way away.
Yeah, so we're talking about 3-4
Have
months
those.
away, bro.
Some of those teams aren't even going to be in existence by then. They're going.
Yeah. Anyways,
The holidays are coming. The fundraisers are coming. People aren't going to want to do any fundraisers or anything like that.
oh, here we go.
What's that?
Halo. It's all about developing the kids to play at the next level. Rings, trophies don't mean a thing. I coach my kids to sharpen their tools and not just to win. We can win all things till high school. What if they aren't good enough for high school or college? I'll get them to the next level. Ooh, I'm gonna get that boy. I like.
Give them a like.
Hey, man, if people are getting salty because of my post here, like he's just telling me to throw them away. Like I'm not like bragging at all. This is oh Matt.
Oh no, man, that's a lot of sweat and tears
Matthew
right there.
Man. Oh man, World Series champs, really champs when there's 6 brackets and you won the seat. Who that? What? Who's coming at me, bro? Yeah.
Man, you won the C bracket, bro?
No, dude, I don't even know what this guy's talking about.
Hmm.
But that
Okay.
was funny.
Yeah. So you're actually donating that, or you're giving them? First of all, why do you still have them?
Look, they were in the bin. This
They're
is
a
when we
plastic
moved.
tote box.
Man, these were the trophies at the warehouse,
Okay.
and took them off, and we need to get rid of them. But that was funny. I thought it was funny. Issa was like, "Help me move this Christmas tree, man. Who decorates Christmas? And it's not even Thanksgiving." I got mad. I
Dude,
walked in through the door. I'm like,
dude,
man,
I already
I'm trying
got-
to eat
no,
before I
bro.
put up a tree.
I already
She's like,
got-
help me
I-
put this tree up and throw these trophies away.
No,
I'm
listen,
like, man, let me see if somebody wants.
My things it's already up. We've been jamming Christmas music for like a month now. It's on.
Okay.
Everybody should be in Christmas spirit right now.
All right, so all right, Gil. Should we bring up what was said?
Well, listen. So we have Gilbert Avalos here because what did the post say, dude? Because I was out of town when this happened, so I wasn't.
I don't know.
Oh, listen, bring it back,
It wasn't-
dude.
it was-
Hold on. Where did that white cat come from, bro? That
What
dude
the-
is like, go up. He's everywhere. That one.
we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, the
Someone
white
asked me
cat.
about that, so I had no idea.
Man, that was Jason Shields.
Jason Shields.
He posted it, and ever since then, I've just been writing on the thread. Look, I'll pull it up. It's got to pop up here. But look how busy the page stays, man. Shout out to everybody who posted.
but where did it originate? That mean?
I saw the white cat like in the summertime when my son.
Yeah,
My son showed it to me.
It's
but
been out for a long
been
time,
out
and
for a
then just
while?
last week it blew up like
Yeah.
everywhere.
that white cat, dude. He's the shit.
It's hilarious.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, hey, go. Hey, can you just find Jason Shields because he's got like
Hold on, man. He's got to have
my
some-
dude Jason
there it
Shields.
is, there it is,
There's
there it is.
Jason Shields. There you go. November 7th at We're Champs Silver Bracket.
The comments are awesome.
If you ain't first, you're last.
somebody put that he had the post of the year. Wait, was it that one?
Yeah.
Or was it the one about you're at BOD spelled rack? RAC?
That's
But-
funny.
I'm telling you, man, Jason
Right
Shields,
here.
low key.
Hold on.
Low
Okay,
key
this
in
is
it.
where this is where it started. My son always plays shortstop. That's daddy ball. That's not my son's position. It is now. And it was like Navy, Marines. This guy Tommy just went straight like Navy.
Maybe he did that for Veterans Day.
And then right here, then I put that one up. My kid hit a triple, single with
Two throwing letters.
And Don, my son plays shortstop and he's leadoff. Your husband's the coach.
Right there,
Jason
that
Shields, Darren said BLD. It's spelled rack. There goes Phil. You said you love Jesus Christ. No, I said I love las chichis que traes. Wow, what? What? I just read that one.
Good job, Philip.
Well, way to sneak that one in there, bro. Where is the cat?
That's
look at this.
That's a good one right there.
It's
Fried
a
'em up.
blister. You got herpes, man. What the hell? Phil went everywhere with this, man. Okay.
Oh man.
There's no daddy ball here. Mom is the coach. Hey, I've seen that in the league.
What?
And we're gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a $400 bet, $5 swing. My husband loves the team.
Hey,
Then
shout
why
out.
was he and a couple parents trying to form a new team after the second pool game?
Sound like you know about that.
Man.
Hey, we talked about that. We talked about it
about
episode
that.
2. Man.
No, that's funny.
Shout out to the cat, man. Cat's got it going on, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
that's good
sure,
stuff.
man.
Hey,
For sure.
okay, forget the cat now. We're done. So what was the post about? Because I
Let
was
me try to find
again,
it.
I was out of town. We're talking. It's about somebody talking about Little League, right?
Little League and Select, man.
Little League and
Hey, and your name was brought up too.
What?
Yeah,
No
so one of the
way.
comments, somebody says,
was
I need
it Gil or Gilbert?
no. No,
Two different guys.
They tagged them.
My
No,
alias is Gil.
I looked them up on Facebook. You're like, you got a nice like headshot and everything. I was like, man,
Yeah,
this
pretty-
can't be.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I
Junior.
was like, man,
Worked
who
hard.
is it? This is not the same Gil that was sitting at my table.
It's paid. It's paid for. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, it looks good, man. I need to get a picture like that.
Who was the original? Who was
Man,
the original
I don't
poster?
know, man. Somebody.
I don't remember.
I'm just
Dude.
gonna scroll down. It's got to be the one with the most comments. I think it's coming up.
Which
It was right after I posted that. I was trying to get rid of the bat.
it was before.
Oh, hey man, who's out there stealing turf at Scrapyard? Look at this.
Goodness gracious.
Oh man,
alive.
really?
A black Dodge 4-door.
Once you think you've seen it all, you haven't seen it all.
Middle of the
Have you
day
seen-
at that.
You heard anything like this, Gil?
No, man. Come on.
Look, man,
stealing
at
turf?
244 on Sunday.
The
Truckload
truckload.
of artificial turf was
Truckload.
stolen from scrap yards.
You know that stuff's pretty heavy, so you know they were there for a while loading that stuff up.
Yeah,
Nobody saw
said nobody said anything. That's messed up. They're probably thinking like, man, they
Hey.
probably own this.
It's like that State Farm commercial with Ricky Fowler. He said we got that turf in there.
Which one?
Oh no, I think
No.
he's one of the ones that was talking about that.
I think Jose's the one that posted.
Yeah, I think.
Hold on.
Look at
What
Jose
is he talking
Salazar.
about?
I know
What
Jose.
is Matt trying to make here? Trying to get a debate going here.
I think it was Jose Salazar.
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
so? Hold on. Let me scroll down a little bit more, and then if
Yeah.
not, I'll search it.
I think it was him, or he was.
Look at this. Look at this, Gil. We just talked about
We
this.
just
Are you
Yeah.
watching this?
Oh,
Look at this.
the camps are everywhere. Christmas money.
You running the camp, Gil?
No, I'm not
Oh.
running a camp.
Come on.
I am not running a camp.
not yet.
Not yet, but I'm testing the market. I'm going by each camp, see how much they're making.
Come on, Isa.
If it's worth it, we're doing it.
My son hit a home run. Oh, here's a good one. All right, man.
Okay,
Cody,
what about him?
my 8U squad was playing up this weekend in 9U BLD. We were short one player
Oh yeah.
come game time, so we only had 8.
Oh,
Coaches go ask the other team, Bay 45s, if it or again, I'm reading this like how I'm reading it off the screen.
Right.
If we pull one of our 8U eligible 9U players from their game to help the 8 so we can play with 9 kids. After informing the coach and the umpire we were going to do, all is good. Both are okay with it. And what do you know? Our 8s take the lead later in the game and got up 9-6. And
That's
here
when we have
comes the
issues.
coach wanting to protest the game now because they're losing to an 8U squad. Shake my head. First of all, it's fall season. Why protest? Second of all, we're 8U playing up. Take that L on the chin and keep developing. Steve liked it.
God
I
bless
did.
you.
Yeah. I
Yeah, you did.
think we all liked it.
I liked it too. All right, man. What do you think about that?
No, I mean definitely. I mean we're in the fall. I mean it's 8U baseball. Well, 8, 9U.
They
I
must
mean,
have been
come
playing
on.
up.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, it is all about development. I mean,
Yeah.
you're happy to just get a full squad out there and let the boys be boys.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I like.
This is where people the coaches take winning way too seriously, man. It's crazy.
Well, look, shout out to Jordan Brooks, who said this has major potential to some good podcast shit.
Oh, good.
So
boy.
we're talking about it. It's pretty good. Look at my reply.
What'd you put on?
That's my favorite meme right now going on for like anything.
That's funny.
I wonder what that guy was doing at that. Do you think it was like, you're not the father? And he's like, just laughing, right? That is awesome. Look at this guy. Pulled out the chair. He's like, okay. Here goes Travis. Oh, man, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to bring it up. I heard somebody got banned from ESSA.
That's not confirmed.
Not confirmed?
I almost did. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we remember that.
Yeah, it was a few years. I mean, it was building up.
I thought it was last month.
No, I'm saying it's been a few. It's been a few years since I've been thrown out.
Oh,
Steve.
okay, my bad.
When's the last time you got thrown out, Gil?
Let me see. So that was 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
Okay.
There at Baseball USA. Oh, it was all worth it, Junior. I'd do it all over again.
Yeah.
Umpire was terrible. I mean, terrible. He didn't want to be there.
You give a show?
What?
Do you give a show when you get thrown out? Like,
Absolutely.
that's what I'm talking
I
about.
go old school on him. Dirt on the shoes and everything. If you're gonna go, you got to get your money's worth.
What happens if you're at Baseball USA on the turf? Oh, wait, you're old enough, right? So,
Yeah.
Okay. BLD or whatever.
Yeah,
you're on
yeah.
the turf. You still throw dirt on them? Or what?
No.
You throw balls at him or something.
It's something you got to get something else.
Get the water cooler. That's why.
But for the record, I've never touched an umpire. Other people, there's rumors out there, but I've never touched an umpire.
Man, this guy right here.
I love umpires. They're my friends.
We gotta throw
Most of them do a good
camp,
job.
man. We gotta throw a camp, dude. This is outrageous.
I saw that one. That camp right there. I think
That was funny.
it cost a lot of money. My son is D1. What does it say?
My favorite camps. Steve,
Not even NAI.
you sent me one, and I won't say the organization, but my favorite first 30 kids are free, and then guess who gets it after that? Yeah,
How much, man?
31 gets it, and it's 31 gets, and it's $1,500.
Whoa! What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Those are my favorite.
Hey, what do you think about the Padres going back to these colors?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay.
Yeah, they're wearing it good. I like that.
What is this? This is not a gray, right?
No, that's it's something like that.
Light
Yeah,
brownish
that's
color,
pretty- Yeah.
beige color.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. And so you can't find that post or what?
Nah,
Are we still looking for the post?
Yeah.
Goodness
Sorry,
gracious.
man.
Okay.
Sorry. It's because there's a lot of good stuff around here. Look, everybody's just posting
Can we-
random
can we-
stuff. Let me pull it up.
Can we just get the gist of it? Junior, you
Yeah.
sound like you know what.
Yeah,
what you're
Junior
saying.
knows.
Yeah, so like pretty much what they were talking about was
No, Jose Salazar. Go Jose
Hold on,
Salazar.
let me
That's this one dude. He's a cop too,
yeah, hold on, let me
like a captain or something.
what the hell? Pretty much what they were talking about was how different Little League and Select, and why one was dying and one was not.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now.
And then they brought up about okay, here it is.
There you go. Yeah, I knew Jose did it.
Steve, your next. All right, so this is the topic of the night.
Yeah.
All right, that's why you're here.
Shout out Jose.
Shout
Good
out
job,
Gil
Jose.
for coming. Steve, your next topic should be regarding the low numbers at the Little League level. Why do they leave? And is it the leadership at the league or the parents thinking junior is too good for the Little League? Hey, before we start, can we stick to the little Johnny? Because every time I write junior, I think y'all talking about me. So I'll be reading some of these posts. I'll be like, man, they talking about me. All right, anyway, just wanted to say-
we'll reference
Little
little
Johnny.
Johnny.
Little Johnny, all the little Johnnies out there, another shout out.
Yeah, and if there's a real little Johnny out there, we are not talking about you, little Johnny. You keep your groove on. You keep developing, young kid.
Well, tell us who you're with, Gilbert. Have we mentioned that he was with Pearland Little League?
No.
Yeah.
Are y'all the
wait.
biggest Little League in Houston?
What's that?
Are y'all the biggest Little League in Houston?
We are.
Okay.
We are. We're pretty big. We're about any year from about 1,200 to 1,400 plus.
Okay.
It's 100% volunteer run.
Okay.
They do a great job out there. I'm not going to lie. And I've been, let me see, I am director of sponsorship over there, going on my 4th year. And my job is to raise money for the Little Leagues. But as you guys know, I come from a professional background also. So
Talk to us about that.
I've seen both worlds.
Yeah,
I've
talk
seen
to us
both
about
worlds.
that.
Yeah. Tell us who Gil Avalos is for all our listeners that don't know who.
Yep.
you
So I played with the Cubs organization for 5 years. And let me see here.
So first you went to Alvin.
Yeah, went to Milby High School. Shout out Buffaloes.
1601 Broadway.
Go Buffs, all state. Oh yeah. this man right here to my left was with me.
Yep.
We made some good runs back in the day, and then went to Alvin Junior College. Went the JUCO route. Signed with Rice, and then that's when the Cubs scooped me up, and was proud recipient of being a Cubs in the Cubs organization for 5 years.
Nice.
And retired in AA due to an injury. Still have 2 tears in my rotator cuff. And then after that, I actually ran a company called Baseball Consultants Inc.
Nice.
And we ran Select Baseball. Me, another guy by the name of KJ Ellis, Scott Zolke out of University of Texas, and Kevin now is a major league scout.
Really?
And we're all still good friends.
Hey, what's your relationship with old boy who was the manager at for the Rangers? Because I saw a good picture of you.
Oh,
with him.
Jeff Bannister,
Yeah.
Banny. Yeah. So we used to run private instruction back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to do a lot of camps and coaches clinics and stuff like that.
Is he a good dude?
Oh, he's a great
Because
dude.
it seems like an asshole on TV.
Nah, he's
I ain't gonna lie.
he's a good dude, man.
Okay.
He's a player's coach. I was actually surprised that they let him go. I thought they were going to give him one more shot, but you talk to him. Actually, he'd be good on the podcast. Actually,
We should get him.
we'll get him. We'll
Yeah.
get him. He'll
That'd be sweet.
he'll come out. Absolutely.
I want to
I
ask.
thought he was going to get the job with the Pirates.
I did too, and he came up.
shoulda got it.
He came up through the Pirates organization.
Did he?
He did, but he's a true developing coach. I mean, he everyone knows this. You have your developing coaches. You have coaches that aren't going to develop anything, but they can manage.
Right.
And they manage well, and it's a 2 completely different type of coaches.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
Cool.
anyhow.
Well, good to hear. So let's go back to the post, because we need to.
This is fun.
This thing got a lot of stuff.
All right. So
So let's go back to Jose's initial
the
question.
low numbers.
Yeah, so your next topic should be regarding the low numbers at the Little League level. So first of all, and that's a good point. So I can only speak of Pearland. Well, not really. It depends what Little League you're talking about,
Okay.
right? So is that fair enough? So
Yeah.
so for example, I
Okay,
came up through Freeway America. Y'all remember that Little League over there by Hobby Airport?
Yeah.
That was I went through there. I went to Freeway Major after that.
Yeah, baby. There
So
you
I
go.
played there.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's not standing anymore. I mean,
Mhm.
it's dead, you know.
Right.
And we used to go up against back in the day. That was when Sagemont was a big powerhouse. You
Right.
know, Dobie, they all fit into Dobie and that school. And through the years, you saw some shifting going on. And you saw the emergence of select baseball. You
Right.
know, but let's define select baseball, because I think this is a general term. And select baseball was first started for these kids that are Steve, you have like all 15 of them in Houston,
Yeah.
and that's awesome. That's
The
good stuff.
internet always wins.
Internet always wins.
You see that?
no. Yeah.
we had a meme, and then our picture to the right. We're the
That
white,
is awesome.
we're the white cat now.
With the
We're the white
fucking
cat
Kate
now.
Upton sweater.
That's awesome.
Finally, I
Kate
made
Upton
it.
sweater.
I made
That's
it.
awesome. That boy Junior. You
Hey,
had your day in the sun.
At some point in time, we need to put a picture of Kate Upton in the sweater and Junior with the sweater. See who wore it better. You may win, Junior. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
But these select baseball came about when you have your bigger kids that just develop quicker.
Right.
They go through puberty faster. They're bigger, stronger. You guys know.
Right.
And they went on to play more competitive baseball, rightfully so. We just talked about this. I mean, you get some of these kids now around 12, 13, you know this, the matchup. You got some kid who's already 6'1",
Yeah.
and he's built like a rock. and he's athletic.
Right.
He's developed. And then you got a kid that hasn't gone through puberty and he's throwing, 55 miles an hour. And we all are saying a prayer for that, for that kid.
Yeah.
I mean, we see it all the time, right?
Right.
And so, so then you saw the emergence of select baseball. But of course, we are here in America, and we, parents tend to go out and say, you know what? My boy is just as good as yours also.
Right.
And so what you're seeing now in select baseball is it's very watered down, in my opinion.
Correct.
I mean, there should be probably out of all the select baseball kids you have out there, I would say probably, what do you think, Steve? About 40% should be playing truly select baseball. And I'm talking major open division.
Yeah, probably that.
And
I still think that number's high.
And it might be.
It's debatable.
And here's the thing. You have to fill at least 9, right? And usually when you're making a run, you got to have 12, 13.
Right.
And it's difficult to get, that high caliber of player and parent who buys in that their kid could easily play shortstop, second base, up the middle, pitch, catch, all that stuff. But he's playing right field on this particular team, right? and
shit, they're quitting.
They're done, right?
Yeah.
And so you always have that, that you're facing in select baseball, and that's always, in my eyes, a con, right? You have pros and cons to each. I'm raising my kids through the Little League. I went through the Little League. I mean, we all went through Little League, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can we all say yes?
Yeah.
And it was fun times, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tell everybody, made it to the highest levels, but I tell everybody this, if your kid stands out, if your kid truly stands out, and if your kid truly stands out, then absolutely put him in select baseball. If he loves the game, put him in select baseball. Absolutely. But for most of the kids out there, put them in Little League where it's fun, to where they're having fun, and they'll develop, sooner or later. I tell everybody, as soon as they get to that 60, 90 and around 14, 15, that's when everything evens out, even the big kids.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And I think it was maybe the second episode. I'm a fan of Little League. I think there's a place for it. But all these select baseball snobs, they claim, they look down on Little League, but there's a place for it because not everybody develops at the same time.
Right.
Now the pitfalls, or not even a pitfall, let's just say a black mark on Little League is the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we all know the competition is not the same. We all know the rules aren't the same. Everybody has to play. Everybody's got a bat, all this and all that. So once you know that and once you understand that, then you can actually appreciate the game. Is the game terrible? Some may say yes, some may say no. I personally like it.
Right.
I mean, I don't have an opinion on kids playing like that. I mean, as long as they're playing, I'm cool.
Right. And here's the problem, Steve. It's 100% volunteer at these leagues, right?
Right.
And we face the same situation. We have all these teams, but we don't have enough good coaches. You have good people out there,
right?
And we appreciate the coaches, and they're doing everything they can to volunteer their time, and we appreciate them. But that's the number one thing why kids leave, because they're afraid of getting on a bad team where they're not helping them.
Okay.
But what I tell the parents all the time, I said, look, is he having fun? Yes. Well, take him to go to that person who's giving private instruction. Don't think that a volunteer coach is going to be the
solution.
The solution.
Yeah.
And that's where these parents get in trouble. And just like our last podcast that I indicated, I mean, a lot of these parents, they drop off their kids, they go run their errands, and they expect them to be superstars. At the end of the practice,
right.
And they have to continue. I mean, I take our practices very seriously. I run it like they are select baseball, and it's my way of giving back to the league, so I take it very seriously. But I tell all these parents, look, we're not miracle workers. They've got to be working during the week to get better and develop.
And do you think the Little League kid is more apt to put in the work during the week?
No, not at all. Most of them are not.
And so I went to an all-star game in Pearland, had a great time. I mean, it was
it's fun.
Who was playing?
Fun.
Oh, you know what? It was one of the Pearland teams playing against Sagemont. What are they called? Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah,
my little nephew was playing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so and I mentioned this in the podcast, episode 2 or 3. Man, there was just a lot of energy, a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm.
I saw who did I see there? Shepard from American Force.
Oh yeah. His son plays on our
yeah. He told me
All-Stars and All-Stars.
Yeah, he told me he was playing, so I saw him there. But the energy that was there was awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the concession stands was awesome. Everything was awesome. I liked the game. I mean, I was sitting. Excuse me. I was standing in left field. Well, not left field. Right there behind third base or whatever,
Right.
behind the fence. And I was with some select baseball snobs, and they're like, "Oh man, this game is terrible. Man, dude, you can leave. I mean, you don't have to stay. I mean, it's free. You didn't pay to get in.
Yeah. Right.
So I think it's a different type of baseball, but I think it's something that should stay, and I think there's a place for it.
Well, there's definitely a place for it, and again, that you hit around the head. Usually those guys that are talking down on select baseball don't come from baseball, they, you look back and they're like, well, how long did you play? Oh, I played freshman year in high school. Okay. And what happened that? Oh, I got into this. Well, he got cut. That's what happened. Nobody ever wants to admit that he wasn't ever good enough. Right. But you have a lot of those guys, and you're always going to have those on both sides. And to be fair to select, I mean, Little League, kind of looks a little bit down to select also. I mean, they think they're crazy. They think they're burning out the arms, and they think most of those kids are going to get burned out, which are valid points. And y'all do see that. I've seen that in the past. And there's both pros and cons for both of those organizations.
So the decrease in participation on a Little League level, do you think that's because they're going to select, or they're just not playing baseball?
I think both. I think the serious baseball players, they want to get better. The parents are competitive. We all want the best for our kids.
Right.
I mean, it's just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't think it's the best for their kids, they're going to move on.
Correct.
Now we are seeing a high spike in lacrosse. Lacrosse is a baseball killer. It's a great sport. My sons played it, and they did both one year, and it was too much. Actually, they did it for a couple years, and we did it for athleticism. And hey, I told my wife, I said, hey, if they come home, she asked me if they come home and say that I like lacrosse, they like lacrosse better, how are you going to sit? How's that going to sit with you? I said, perfectly fine. Baseball was in my life. They're running their own lives. I'm just introducing them to all these different sports and letting them, make that decision.
Now, one of the things that Little League parents will say is the cost for select baseball.
Right.
Because how much is it to play at Pearland?
About $220 to $240
for the whole year.
For the whole year.
And what is that? When do y'all start?
We usually we usually start the week before spring break.
So you got March, April, May, June, and July.
May, into May, and then All-Star start in June.
So March, April, May. Mm-hmm. So $240, so $60 a month.
Yeah.
No, excuse me.
No, about 80
bucks. About $80, $90. Yeah. Okay.
And and
what does that get you?
Uniform.
Get you the uniform.
Gets the whole uniform.
Okay.
And I mean, basically, that's what you need. I mean, you'll get some catcher's gear for the catcher. You'll get the coach gets some. He gets a dozen baseballs.
So
and everything that they need to start off, practice.
Okay, so the cost is not that bad for Little League as opposed to select baseball, depending on what team you play for select baseball. Correct. Okay. Do they still have to volunteer? Whatever little. Let's talk about Pearland specific. Do they have to volunteer doing something?
They don't have to, but every team at Pearland, and this is from what I've seen, Pearland only. Each team, each manager. So if you were to come this year and manage, you were responsible of getting a sponsor for $500.
Okay.
So we go out there, and I'm director of sponsorship, so I had all that.
Okay.
And so and I help the coaches get them, but. They're in Pearland. I mean, it's a closed knit community. All the small businesses come forward, and usually we have a handful of guys that can't, find one, and we help them find them all the time.
So when you see Gil's number on your phone in February, early March, don't answer it. Don't answer it.
And you're looking for sponsorships. And you better have a hand on your pocketbook. Yeah, that's for sure.
You're looking for sponsorships. Okay, so how many people are on the team? How many kids on the team?
There are 11 kids, yeah.
Okay. Now, the retention of Pearland Little League, did you see people coming in from 7, 8U all the way to, what do y'all go to, 12, 13?
We go all the way up to so after the 12U with the World Series, we go all the way up to 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all going to the World Series again this year?
Heck yeah, we are.
I haven't been there in a while.
Hey.
What's going on over there?
Hey, for real, man.
Hey, we'll be there.
We're all
Okay.
depending on you guys.
be
'cause
there.
nobody shows up to Pasadena no more.
Hey, it takes time to develop, man. Goodness gracious. It has been tough though with this group.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Is it because they're playing select or what?
No. Just it's taking a little more time, Junior. Just
Hey,
a little
well,
more, just a little more love,
Let
a
me
little more
ask you
development.
this: how does Pearland feel about select?
They don't have any problem with it. Now we do have what we call a loyalty clause, and every year it's very
Speak to that because I always hear about the loyalty clause.
So basically the loyalty clause requires you, if you want to come back and be considered for the All-Star team, you would have to come back a year prior before your 12, your big year, right? When your 12s make the run for the World Series. So if you were in select this whole time and then you want to come back your 12-year-old year, you can come back and play. You're just not going to be considered for the All-Star team. You would have to come back as a 10. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So as a 10, let's just say, you're All-Star material. You're not going to make it as 11, but you'll make it as a 12. So
and there's no exceptions, no matter how good the player is.
No exceptions.
Really?
Now, and now we do vote on it every year. And all I can say is that I'm one vote.
So
That's all I can say.
how does the board work there? Is it parents, like former parents, current parents?
Both.
Does it rotate?
Both. Every year they're up for election every year, and runs for their particular position. Sometimes if there's 2, 3 run for the same position, they'll get up and they'll give a speech like any other board member and why they're better for that position, and then we vote. And that's it.
One of my things about Little League and select baseball, and I hear it all the time, is we hear about the cost and how much select baseball is.
Mm-hmm.
And Darren Larson here went about a month ago or so, 6 weeks ago, what have you. And on the page, everybody's always talking about Darren Larson and how much money he's making.
Mm-hmm.
How about the president for Little League?
President of Little League is not making any money.
Which one? Oh, okay, not for Pearland. I'm talking for the national guy.
Oh, for the now that's a different debate. That's a different debate. And I'll tell you what. See, I really don't know. I don't know how much they're making on that level. But remember when they changed that bat?
Yeah.
To USA bat?
Right.
Somebody made money there.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
for sure. So you're always seeing these big mega corporate, Easton, Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
Dick's on the international, sponsorship.
Right.
Now, and they're all these. I'm not saying these companies are not doing good things. They are, but you know how it is. What's the old saying? You got to follow the money, right? On really who's benefiting from this, right?
Somebody's getting money from ESPN for broadcasting that, and they broadcast it a lot.
Yes, they do, and it's very popular every year.
And all the umpires go there on their own dime.
Yes, they do.
To ump for free.
Yes.
So Little League's getting over.
Yes.
Well, not the ground level.
Right.
The corporate level.
Yeah.
Why don't you see how much the Little League president makes? I thought it was like $450K. I could be wrong.
Do we have a number?
What?
Huh?
About 450?
I don't know. You talking about 450,000?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm telling you,
Y'all
man.
hiring?
I'm in the wrong.
Y'all hiring?
Not the ground level.
The
people in Williamsport.
Yeah, Williamsport, the big guys.
Yeah, the big guys.
How the hell you get that?
Because you have the guys in Waco, and then you got the big boys in Williamsport.
Okay. I'll look it up. My computer's restarting.
But I can't tell you this. I joined the board because I almost left Little League.
Okay.
I really did. And I stayed and I said, look, they need guys like me out there to help them out. The kids do. They really do. And I'm there for the kids. I really am. I enjoy coaching. I enjoy giving my way back and giving the community. But I'll tell you, every person on the board that I've been associated with, it's real easy to say, the board does this, the board doesn't do that,
right?
Blah, blah, blah. They're on there because of their, kids, all-star interests. I can tell you that about 98% of all the board members that I've been associated with. Hard. It's a lot of work. It's like it's like another job. And you have those people every now and then, I'm not going to lie, that are, looking for their kid to get on that all-star team, and they're that bubble kid or what have you. But most of the board members' kids are good. I mean, they are, but I tell everybody this. Everybody that coaches out there, right? Because you usually have a parent that has a son on a team, and you guys know a lot of guys that have sons on their select teams, correct?
Right.
And I tell this to everybody, select and little league, or even if you're coaching, if you have a kid on the team, I said, you got to have your kid in check. Your kid has to be respectful. He's got to be setting the example, and you've got to have that talk with your kid too. Because I tell my kids, I said, hey, I am not dad out there. I'm coach, and I'm going to be objective, and I'm going to treat you probably twice as hard as any other kid. And I said, and you got to be on board with that. You got to lead by example.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm not going to, Junior, let's just say you have a team, right? You have this awesome team, and you want my kid to come play, and your kid is, back talking you, and he might be in the middle of the pack. He might be good, but he's let's just say he's treats his teammates like crap. He treats you like crap. No man, I ain't going to want to go play for you.
Yeah,
you know what
sure.
I'm saying? And so I tell parents, I said, you need to look at that coach. And I tell the coaches, the parents are looking at you. And so you have to set that example. But of course, we all know that, daddy ball does exist out there.
So why do you think Pearland's so successful?
Well,
is it the people, the culture?
It's the people, the community. It's a great community, and the culture, all the above, Junior. It really is. I mean, I come from Milby, from Freeway America. And, I used to have a check for $25. My mom would drop me off. I'd go in there. They'd tell me what team I'd play for, and we were done.
and then $25.
And then you were on that team for the next 3 years, I mean, it was that simple. Now you have the draft, you have, I mean,
talk to us about that. What's up with the draft, man? So I heard there's a lot of I heard it's better than the NBA draft.
Yeah, it depends who you ask. The kids come out. There's 2 weekends, Saturday and Sunday. They come out and they basically showcase their skills. They get some ground balls. They throw, and they hit either off a live arm or a machine, and that's pretty much it. They run around the bases. As they're on their last hit, and you've got coaches lined up. Like it was some major league scouting bureau. I mean, I see why we need to do that to make it fair for everybody. To be honest with you, I wish we could just put all the kids in one hat and then just go at it. I mean, that's really the fair way to do it. I hate putting all that pressure on those kids. I really do. I mean, can you imagine all these adults? You got cameras out there, you got, all these notebooks out there, and they're all lined up watching you. I mean, it's just immense amount of pressure, for such a young age, and I really do feel for those kids sometimes.
Man, and
I mean, we never had to do that.
No,
I never had to do that.
No, but we never had 1,200 kids either.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So, I mean,
and you always have that knucklehead that's trying to game the system, and that's why we have to do what we have to do,
Yeah, no. I see exactly what you're talking about as far as that's concerned. But I mean, so if Pearland Little League has it going on, what do you think? Why are other little leagues not prospering as well?
I think leadership, community, and I think that you have, guys that are looked upon in the community, and once they leave, they usually have a big following.
Okay.
And my so for example, my buddy who I play college baseball with, he's up in the Woodlands now, and his kids are young, and they're going in the league. But they're a small league, and he's like, "Why?" I mean, he's starting to ask everybody, like, "No, you don't need to be at the league. You need to be,
over here.
Over here. I mean, Woodlands, Banditos, and you need to start early and this and that." He comes from the game. He goes, "Well, why do I have to start early?" "Oh, you'll get behind." He never gets a definitive answer other than they'll get behind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's the go-to answer.
And that is the go-to answer. Yeah. And so a little bit is true, but. I tell people this, I come from the game. So the kids that I'm associated with, they're going to learn the game the right way. There are kids out there that do get stuck with a coach who means well, but just doesn't know the game as well.
Now, are you talking about that coach being in Little League or in
Yes.
Select? Because
And
there's in
both.
Select
Oh,
too
and
now
both.
because
Absolutely.
because the misconception is if you go to Select, you're going to get better coaching, better
Oh,
this,
that's
better
stupid.
that.
Yeah, that couldn't be.
Maybe on the higher levels you're going to get that.
Right.
But on the lower levels, no, you're not
No
getting
way.
that. You're getting dads who are volunteering who don't know anything who are getting what Junior refers to as a paid coach to come in and run a practice every week. And
Paid coaches, baby.
and then on Saturday, if you're a paid coach and you practice, do you go to the games on Saturday, Junior? Not
Depends.
depends on
Yeah.
whatever's worked out.
Look, it depends the coach. It depends, like you said, the person doing it.
Is the coach wearing Depends?
No, like I'll give you an example. Like, for example, with the 11U team we have for Santos, right?
Uh-huh.
He's a neighborhood guy from here. He's seen,
And he's played at high
and
levels.
He's played at high levels.
Yeah.
So the way that he sees it is like, man, I want to be part of something where I can coach the kids, and as they get older, it's like my way of giving back.
Right.
Kinda like how you said.
Absolutely.
And he's not the type of guy that's like, hey, this is my fee or whatever. He always leaves it up to us, and
Right.
we make sure we take care of him because he is the guy running the team and making the decisions.
The development
even
guy.
himself,
Right.
with my own kid. I mean,
Right.
but you're right. It just depends who it is.
Right.
It depends. I'll say my story because I know I wrote that on the post. I want to say my story. So this is what I have to say about Little League and why I think it's down around this. And this is weird. Like Pasadena area, I feel it sucks.
Mhm.
But you go across the Beltway to Deer Park,
Mhm.
and man, it's popping over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is what I think the main problem is. I think it's the actual boards.
Absolutely.
They might get offended.
It's a leadership.
It
No,
is what it is.
You're absolutely right. It's a leadership. It really is.
I went in there, and I'll bring up Troy was going to do it as well, and he said, "Man, screw this." When we were growing up, I was still young. Like when Jalen was 5, I was 21. So I'm like, no, 22. So I'm like, man,
You started early.
I was like, I want to give back to the community. I see the number. I mean, when we played growing up, there was hundreds of kids out there. So I said, man, what's the issue now? I agree. It's a big city, different sports, etc. But one thing about, I guess, a community is it's always the Little League.
Absolutely.
Like it's always like the backbone, You could vouch for the why, but it's not as big as Little League. I don't think so.
No.
So I went up to the local Little League and I said, hey, like I know I'm going to be invested in this, you know what I mean? And I hang around people that invest themselves in this. I'm like, why don't we try to do something for the league as far as running camps, trying to get kids out there, trying to teach them the right things. You never know. You might get a few kids out of these camps that turn out to be great ball players, never been given the opportunity. I went up to the board and I was like, hey man, like this is what I want to do, what I think the board should do. I don't have to be on the board. Just take my idea, run with it. Hey, run camps, do it a little bit more centered in, like, I guess, development and really more of the growth of the love of the game.
Right.
And they turned me down. They said, no, we're not going to do your thing. And I mean, it's been years now, and I don't see nobody playing at that league.
You hit it right on the head. I mean, they probably had their own little program going on, and they didn't want any outsider to mess that up. And that's unfortunate because, anybody with the right sense of mind and was truly in for the kids and wants the best for the kids, they would take guys like you, know, and accept them in their little league, and understand that you would just make it better and stronger.
Yeah.
So.
And the sad part is most of these kids that are playing select now are from this area, like literally this area.
Yeah.
And no attention is given to that, which, I mean,
it's
at this
hard.
point, I'm like, hey, Little League Select, it's whatever. If you're good, you're going to play Select,
right,
especially in Houston.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
But I think Little League has a potential to regrow in these areas if they're given the right attention, man. I mean, that's straight up.
Right.
Yeah, they're not giving the right attention. But that some of the boards, depending on what league it is, you got some good, strong boards. I know Pearland. I know when my son played in what was it called? I think it was First Colony Little League. I think that's what it's called. They had a good board out there.
They do a pretty good job down in First
Yeah,
Colony.
they-
They have some really nice facilities too.
Yeah, they do. And
That's
and
where
so-
the money team's at. Huh?
Yeah.
well, no, maybe it depends. And
Are you still living in Siena, Steve?
yeah, well, that's when I was living in First Colony. But now, but they're still there. I mean, and so to what you said, there's some validity to it. When you have a good, strong board, you have good people with good intentions. Little League's going to prosper.
Right.
The problem is the inner city little leagues are getting raided.
They are.
They're not being there. It's so much. It's sort of an afterthought now. And
You'll see those numbers. I mean, those are the ones that are getting hurt.
yeah, okay. So let's Dixie Little League.
No,
All right, in
yeah.
Southeast.
Mhm.
Once a proud, prosperous Little League is now good people are running it. It's just that the kids just aren't going there.
Yeah.
They're not going there, and so they're losing a bunch of stuff. And that's after the Astros went in there and fixed all the fields.
They have beautiful fields.
They
Over
did that.
there.
They did that to Dixie Little League. They did that to East End Little League, and I think what's the one? Magnolia Little League. I think that's the name. I don't know. It's over there by off of Macario Garcia.
Man,
can't remember
I
if so-
think you need to open up an academy down here, Steve.
No, but so,
The Steve Medina Baseball Academy.
now the guy from Medina Warriors, he beat me to it. So now that's thank God. Thank God he beat me to it. But so I think the inner city
Oh,
little leagues
God.
are really hurting right now. And it used to be a lot of good players used to come out of there.
Yeah.
But if you're not given the opportunity anymore, then you're not going to play.
Right.
And it's not really a
Man, we got a text. Magnolia doesn't exist anymore.
doesn't okay.
There you
So
go.
what happened to the fields?
I
They
don't
just
know.
went away.
I don't know. Maybe somebody can answer that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So so it used to be some of the better players.
Dixie and East End took their territory.
Dixie
yeah, it's
East
right
End,
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's texting you about that? Is Arturo
Yeah,
still the president? Ask him if or ask
No
them.
league, according our boy Juan Cruz coming in with
Ask
the
him.
info.
Ask him if Arturo's still the president of Dixie.
Yeah,
knows what I'm talking about.
Juan's making some
Juan's got a lot of free time tonight,
it was some memes. Hey, Junior, where's my swim?
and so
That is awesome. Great
so
work, bro.
how now when we're looking at the Little League World Series, so if we're looking at the Little League World
Oh,
Series,
I got someone.
so we're looking at communities that are embracing Little League baseball. Is that correct? Or
Yes and no. You have most little leagues don't have any loyalty clause. So
Okay.
a lot of these, if there's a good team around it, so for
like the
example,
Lufkin team?
yeah, the
Cody?
Lufkin team.
Yeah,
Remember,
they're select ball.
we
Yeah.
were rolling and we
Mhm.
ran into a juggernaut.
Yeah.
And they just, I tell people, they just had more Adam's apples than we did.
Yeah.
They were
They're
a
a good team.
legit select team. I mean, up in state, you had LBC, Devers and his group,
Mhm.
Broncos, LBC,
Los Broncos, bro.
Broncos down from the valley, bro.
What
And,
for real?
and then you had North Shore Banditos from
Yeah.
from North Shore and that group, and then Luff, and we knew about both of those squads, and we would always be playing select against them. And Lufkin, we were trying to find something, but they were just killing everybody. I mean, everybody, and we're
Yeah.
like, okay, maybe they have and they had a weak schedule, but man, they were legit.
Yeah.
And we knew whoever won that state tournament was going to go all the way. And it was 3-1 going last inning. I can remember like it was yesterday. We just ran out of pitching.
It happens. That happens on every level.
Yeah.
So can Little League come back in the Houston area? Is it gone? Where's it at?
I believe it can come back, Steve.
Okay.
I mean, there's a place for it. I think there's a need for it. You got to keep the fun in this for baseball. And again, in select baseball, how many teams you see out there, how many kids you see out there truly having fun in the select world?
Junior?
The ones that are winning.
The ones that are winning, right? So even the ones that are winning, you probably have maybe 2 or 3
Yeah.
kids that probably
You
could
ain't
go,
lying about that.
to 2 or 3 kids that could go to any other team and play any position, right? But they're taking a back seat. And I tell parents all the time, just be on a team where your kid can develop. He needs to play. He needs to get reps. Who cares if they're bad? If they're bad and your kid's playing, can play different positions and he can get on the mound and, just try, you'll never know what he can become, and that's exactly how I came up. I was terrible in Little League. I was. And it wasn't until we ran into our boy, Rocky Manuel. Shout out to Rocky out there, Bel Air High School.
Coach Blue gave him a shout out when he was here. He said,
Coach Blue?
Yeah, Coach Vincent Blue said if he was the coach of his Lamar team, that they would have won state. No, I'm sorry. His dad said that, but it was probably Coach Blue that.
Yeah,
Junior disguising it as his dad.
Junior Medina knows my mechanics were terrible until I met Coach Manuel, and he scored a lot of us out.
Yeah, they were terrible. No, but the talent. I mean, no, I'm not bashing you.
No.
Hey, but
he could throw with bad mechanics, and then when he got good mechanics, it's like.
Yeah.
Hey, but let's touch on that. You just said a coach was able to fix those mechanics for you.
Rocky's always been a development type coach. He always has, and you don't see that in a lot of these coaches these days. We call them bucket coaches. They sit on the bucket. They'll get the paycheck, and they'll say throw strikes. That drives me insane.
I love that.
I feel like going.
I wonder what the kid thinks. Like, hey,
don't aim. Don't aim.
They're probably Captain Obvious. I'm trying to throw strikes, man.
Or come on, man,
swing harder,
swing level.
Drives me insane, man. And these coaches. I mean, I heard it this past weekend when we had our 12U out there. You're just like, dude, he's trying his best, but what are you doing to help him?
Yeah.
I call a timeout. We're going over 2 or 3 things that I see him. Head tilting. He's on a stiff front leg. Fixes on the front side. He's pulling out. There's a lot of things going on. And these coaches come out. If you can't throw a strike, I'm going to pull you. I'm like, oh yeah, that really helped him out then.
So you see that in the select ball level, and you also see that in Little League as well.
You do.
Okay, but
you see it in both.
Okay, but I'm more apt to take it in Little League because I know about 85% of the time that's a volunteer dad,
right,
who probably just got off of work,
right,
and raced home to maybe get something to eat or race from work,
changed in his car,
work for
probably didn't eat dinner,
not getting paid,
and
is out there
tired,
and is out there to trying to legitimately help the kids. Now we can sit here and say, is it really helping the kids? Yes, the intention is there,
absolutely,
the intention's there. But maybe the skill level isn't
correct.
So I'm more likely to take that from that person,
right,
as opposed to a guy that I'm paying what if he's $125 a month? Because if the $125 a month guy is telling my son that, then we got an issue.
Absolutely.
But if the Little League does it, then when my son was playing Little League, had great coaches, man, great coaches, and I never said anything. I just watched the game. Hey man, you want to help? No, I don't want to help, and you guys are doing great. But on the other teams, there were some that were kind of like, man, I don't know. And my wife was like, man, what do you think of those coaches? I said, listen, my opinion really doesn't matter. I said, because they're not getting paid. They're coming out here on their own time,
right?
Taking time away from their families. Do they have a kid on the team? They probably do. Right. But still, it's still time consuming.
Well, you bring up a good point. So at Pearland, we vet our coaches now.
Yeah, it needs to be.
And so we actually bring them in. We interview them. We ask them why they should be given a team. And so we want to hear their answer. And obviously if they have a good background, because this, Steve, even if you come from the game of baseball, it doesn't make you a good coach.
No,
you might not have patience.
Right.
You might not know if you're teaching one kid ABC, if I'm coaching you and Junior, I might tell you ABC and Junior might YZ, and they need to know how to hit kids at different angles.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
I see that all the time
because you're different. You're dealing with different personalities.
I see that with my own friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
because some of them were outstanding players, but they can't get their message across to the kid.
That's tough. That's a skill level.
And then you can have somebody that really didn't play at that level that can just say the right thing and it clicks.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
When I was growing up, I had a Little League coach who was probably technically not. He was probably technically poor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. I had plenty of those.
However, he was A+ as a person.
Uh-huh.
Now, I didn't realize that until I got older. Of course, when I was 10, 11, 12, I was a little,
Right.
just like everybody else. I was just
Right. You look
talking
at you look up to
a-hole.
these guys, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And so while he taught me some stuff, he didn't teach me everything. However, great guy. Still talk to the guy today. I was probably about, I'm going to say about 29, 30 years old when I just called him out of the blue. I say, hey, man, can we meet somewhere? And because what I did was I apologized to him for being a little asshole when I was, 10, 11, 12, because I was 10, 11, 12, 13.
Well, you were that same asshole in high school, trust me.
And
So the haters club isn't you. Okay. The haters club isn't new. We're gonna put that on a shirt.
Medina kept it real. Medina kept it real.
And so I apologized to him because because I felt I had to, and I still talk to him to this day. His name's Raymond Gomez, but he taught me a lot about just about stuff.
Yeah.
Baseball, yeah, maybe. I don't remember anything he taught me baseball. Not saying he didn't, but I remember more the interactions and more of the things we did. As far as maybe lifelong lessons are concerned. And I think that's where Little League can come into play, because I don't know if you're really getting that with select baseball.
So Steve,
because it's a business.
So you bring up a good point, and I talked to this with a buddy of mine. Kids, you think back when your best experiences growing up, as a little guy,
right? You
You don't remember the score of every close game.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember, like, if unless you won it all, and it was all that. You remember the experiences,
right?
You remember experiences with your players, with your teammates, with your coaches, good and bad, and you do remember that,
right?
And so you bring up a great point, and that's what it's all about at a young age.
Do you think kids are getting that in the select baseball world?
I don't. I think some that are being coached properly, that are doing it the right way.
Okay.
But there's so much pressure in the select world to win. You know that. I mean, heck, I mean,
you got about 10 caps up here, man. You don't know what team's gonna pick.
You could go 90-0, be number one in the world, and lose that one, and all hell's breaking loose. We're all breaking up. We're all breaking up. Yeah. And this. It takes one parent. It takes one parent just to mess it up.
Steve.
Junior. That's Junior.
Play me off.
Oh, I've been there before.
Steve told us about a story where he said that they had won the elite, no? And then you had a parent come up to you with the uniform and said, "Hey, here, I don't want it. You ain't coming back."
You want me to tell that? Okay.
Go ahead, say that story, man.
We're playing the Elite 9U, Disney Wide World Sports, rolling everybody. I'm talking ambush, kangaroo court, you name it, put them up, line them up, bombers. We're whooping everybody. And I'm talking like 17-9, 15-1, 22. I mean, we're just rolling everybody.
17-9 was a little close, Steve.
Well, not really. that was kangaroo court.
Damn.
And that's why they're salty, because they had their little chants out there. They were doing all this synchronized yelling and songs and all this and all that. And
were they yelling balk?
No. They did it clean, but they were salty.
Were they yelling right before the pitcher releases?
That's my favorite.
It's electric.
If I was on the mound, I'd throw that ball to the dugout.
They were loud all game. And so we put up 17 on them, and they didn't say anything. But so we're rolling everybody, right? Kid in general is playing, having a great tournament. We go to the finals. We're playing the Bombers, and there's a walk-off win. We win on a walk-off. Okay, I think I forgot. Maybe it was 4-3, 3-2, something like that. I can't remember the score. It's starting to rain, and then the 10U game is fixing to start right then and there. So they move us off of the field to give us the trophy underneath the I guess, I don't know, in the walkway or whatever in the big stadium. They give us, so Junior's my guy, right? They give us the trophy. Hey, coach, can we have a minute? And then walk outside. Take the obligatory picture.
Hey, right when y'all got the trophy.
Wow.
Literally, on the handoff.
Do it again. Hey, thanks for Bandito Force, whatever 9U Elite World Champions.
Woo! C4, baby.
Can I have a talk with you? Like that. So we go out right there in front of the bar, whatever that thing is. It says ESPN. That thing.
Sounds like Garrett Cole.
No.
Goodness gracious.
That boy said, I'm by myself.
So I'm by myself.
I represent
I
myself.
don't represent the Astros anymore. I'm not an Astro.
We take the picture, and the dad's like, "I'm done. I'm out." They're like, "Dude, we just like won like 3 minutes ago."
So okay. So was his kid like that kid that I was explaining? You know, in right field, and maybe he was bottom of the lineup. He was one of your better players.
Dude had a
on that team.
great tournament.
Yeah,
had a great tournament. You know, I don't know if he didn't play as much as they wanted him to play, but he played enough. He hit home runs. He played. I'm talking 3-4 minutes after the trophy was handed to us. Took the obligatory picture. He was done. I'm talking done.
Yeah.
Quit.
Something pissed him off.
Quit. Yes.
What was it? Did you ever find out?
It didn't matter.
Didn't matter, right?
No, it didn't matter.
So
I mean, we're over there trying to celebrate. You know, to win the elite at that young of age is hard.
Right.
You know, that whole week was pretty stressful.
Yeah, can we enjoy our win first?
Couldn't even enjoy the win first, man.
Can you give a brother a week to enjoy this?
Couldn't even give us 10 minutes talking about I'm quitting, I'm moving on. This is a bad experience for. I'm like, come on, man, dude. Wow. And so so to that point, it happens, so. But that happens a little league too. It happens a little bit differently. But my concern about Little League right now is and I'll talk about Sagemont because I just saw it and I've seen it in a couple of years. You know, you have teams forming together. There's not that many 13, 14-year-olds. I think that 13, 14-year-old age group, I don't think there's that much participation anymore.
Right.
Am I wrong in that?
I absolutely agree with that.
Okay.
And even at Pearland, and they're trying to get more participation there because usually, look, let's call a spade a spade. If you're good at that age,
you're playing high school.
You're playing high school baseball, and you know you have that 1 year, 13 going into 14, where you're kind of in between in no man's land. And if you're good, you're going to be on a legit team playing a perfect game, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But there, like we said, some guys develop later than others.
Right.
And you got the smaller guys and you got the less developed guys that need a place to play.
Yeah.
So again, there's a place for that, Steve. I mean, wouldn't you agree with me?
Yeah, there's a place for everybody to play.
And there were a couple kids I remember that played at the league for 1 year. Because and it wasn't that they were not good. The dads were kind of fed up with all the the BS with the select stuff and paying a fortune. Like, you know what? Let's just get our reps, and let's do it right, and let's continue working, developing. And this was a few years ago, and they're playing for Pearland High School. So it didn't deter them. It didn't slow them down. If they're taking care of their business like we said they need to be. I
know in some of the inner city little leagues when I was younger, there was always an issue of money missing. That still happen today?
Oh yeah. You're
hey, for real, where does it go missing though?
Well, it did.
We need an answer because all the people from Pasadena are watching right now.
I think it happened at Sagemont last year.
Oh, really?
Somebody got caught using the Little League credit card.
That must be running rampant over there.
Man, hold up.
Whoa.
Yeah. We've had our, we've had our unfortunate difficulties when it comes to that sometimes, but Pearland does do a good job of installing checks and balances.
Right.
And, we've pretty much pinned that down. If you have any system, the problem is you get the new guys coming in every year, different system coming in, new ideas, things of that nature. And we have students that actually run the concession stand. So you have high school students.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
Even on that level, you have some that are more honest than others. We had to install cameras 1 year. I'm not going to go into details, but that pretty much nipped it. And what we've done now, you get an adult with the kids who's running a paid adult that's running it with the kids, and it's the perfect, I guess the perfect recipe when you're running something like that at the league.
But for every one of Pearland Little League who has systems in place, have checks and balances, I think there's like 15 to 20 that maybe don't.
Correct.
And I think they're not doing it with bad intentions.
Right.
but money just keeps on missing.
Yeah. And
And that happens on all levels.
Absolutely.
And
And
so-
it happens anywhere that you're at.
I,
it
I
really
remember
does.
that happening when I was in Little League back a long time ago. I can't remember who the person was, but
I remember our
money's
Little
missing.
League getting broken into and stealing the equipment. I mean, you're like, really, dude, for the kids, the community. I mean,
but that's a little bit different as opposed to your president or your treasurer.
no, absolutely agree.
taking $5,000, $6,000.
I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
Steve Keener or Kenner, right? Keener.
Okay, so in
430, bro.
400.
Over a 5-year period.
Yeah, but that was in 2014.
Yeah.
So let's take.
Wasn't that down in wasn't down in Siena? Somebody was taking some money. Was it Siena one year?
Oh, it could. No, I don't know. I don't know.
It seems like it happens every year at different places.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is that
And I apologize, Siena folks, if I got that wrong.
That's
I don't want to spread any rumors.
That's Gilbert Avalos.
Do that real quick. Do a search, Junior. Siena Little League embezzlement.
Oh,
I want to say that it was down there somewhere.
I mean, even if it wasn't them, I'm sure it happened somewhere.
Yeah.
So they have 100-person full-time.
right there.
There it is. There it is. Treasurer accused of stealing. Yep.
2015.
2015. Yeah. I knew it was a few years ago.
Don't say the name though.
Yeah.
Fees.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
we got a picture and
No,
everything.
they got him. They got him. I remember.
Wow. 50,000.
Damn.
Well,
Hey, Steve, how expensive are the houses there? I mean, you used to live there.
Steve had a 3-story mansion over there.
I
so
know.
I think he was next door to JJ Watt.
No.
Huh?
He lives in Pearland, don't he?
That's your-
I was David Carr, get it right.
David
Yeah,
Nah.
dude, look at this.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the big one.
Yeah.
But
so it happens. I mean, so it
Yeah.
so it happens in a somewhat affluent community as
Right.
Siena Plantation, as well as somewhere down in the inner city. So money knows no demographic, or greed knows no demographic or theft. And so, man, that was a lot of money.
Well, heck, just last year we made the news. Our 12U got their hack attack junior stolen out of his truck.
Yeah. I was looking for it on OfferUp too for myself.
Well,
I'm just messing with you.
Well, I have a couple of them, so everybody thought it was mine. I should have said yes. Man, they raised a lot of money. Goodness gracious.
Man, that
Ford,
was,
Big Star Ford came from the
came
community and came through.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, Big Star Ford.
But Strickland Chevrolet, well, they're a new name now, but Chevrolet and Ford, they do a great job out in Pearland.
Go down to Jose Salazar again. No, go down. Oh, okay. What does it say right there?
My older son played in LaPorte when Select began in the big dog tournaments.
We're in Louisiana. Yep.
Back then, only Select teams were allowed to play. No watered down teams like now. League was still strong. Fast forward, it's money that is generated. I believe the money can stay.
Yeah, keep the money in the local league.
Yeah,
Hey, I like that Mike Martini. No reason to travel out of town and play good competitive baseball when you have it in your hometown, in your city.
How many times have I said that, Steve? That's why we don't travel. I mean, it's
that now that is true. However, Mike Martini had his 2 kids here playing at San Jack, so that's not really what he meant by that. Just throwing it out there, Jose.
Damn.
Just throwing it out there.
No, and if you have a tight, team,
Right.
parents get along, absolutely, party team.
Legends.
Hey, it's fun. It's fun to travel. It's a party team,
Hey,
baby.
the tailgate be going down.
Legends
okay.
8 through 14.
Shout out to Frank the Tank. I'm gonna miss him.
R.I.P. Frank. Yeah, yeah. So hopefully, Little Leagues can make a comeback, dude. I think there's a place for them. We got to keep the money there. It can't just be filtering into other people's bank accounts. Money missing. People going on vacations. Everybody talks. The streets talk. Selects talk.
Damn.
Little League talks.
Hold on. I just got a text, bro.
Oh, here we go.
From not one and only man,
Who?
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
Check this out. You don't know who Frank the Tank
No.
is.
Well, I mean,
Frank the Tank says he can get us an interview with that guy Trace Warner. And the only reason why I'm saying his name is because Frank the Tank works with him.
oh wow.
Mm.
So
Let's get them on.
yeah, let's get them on. Frank, make it happen, brother.
Make it happen, Frank.
And then you gotta meet Frank the Tank. I think you get along with Frank the Tank.
I think
Frank the Tank has a lot of
Junior, I get along with everybody.
yeah, I know. I could tell.
That's how I roll.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, all you need to know is that I put up with Steve for all these years.
Actually, Gilbert used to give me a ride to school in this little blue bomb.
Damn, I remember that.
Yeah,
remember the tires looked like they were going to fall off at any minute.
And
that was a dangerous,
and a messed up door.
That was a dangerous ride.
Hey, Gil, what
I was just so happy to have a car, man.
Hey, was Steve a hater back then too?
Nope.
No,
Steve's not a hater now.
Steve would go, hey, bro, what's going on with those tires? I say, hey, man, you can get the bus or you can get in.
Hey, I'm talking like no tread on it.
He's like, I'm just kidding, bro. It's all good.
No tread on it.
Nice.
Just like
those
slick.
Those are good times, Steve. Those are good times.
Slick. I'm just talking about slick tires, man. Don't drive in the rain. So Little League Baseball, before we wrap it up, I'm still a fan. I'm always going to be a fan. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to let all you select snobs talk me off of it. I like it. It's here to stay. They're making money on the national level.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
yeah. I tune in. I tune in every August.
Yeah,
to root for Mexico, and then they always let me down. First round, it's like, come on, man. I know we got a little bit of fight or something.
Didn't they change it this year? Because I didn't see any 13-year-olds playing in Little League. I just saw 12.
You're correct.
They changed it. They changed the thing, right?
They changed the
It's
age.
January, right?
Right. So
off of January
or what is it? Off May. So you will not see anybody 13
playing anymore
on TV. And they did that because the players were just getting too big, too strong.
Yeah, well, they're playing on smaller fields. What's the fields? 200?
No. So yeah. Oh, you mean in the outfield? No,
yeah.
It's a little farther than that. But the main metric that always worries me is that 46 feet.
Yeah.
And you got kids throwing, equivalent 95.
Yeah, that's tough.
And aluminum bats. You got a kid that.
But I mean, those USA bats suck now, right?
Man, 95 barrel up.
Don't matter.
You're still get a shot back at you. That's always that always scares me.
If you hit the little sweet spot on.
So should they go wood bats?
Absolutely. I'm a fan of wood bats.
In case you're looking for a wood bat, try out C4 wood bat.
C4, man. Thank you. We
don't worry, they take a minute to get here.
But C4,
it will take 2 to 3 weeks to get here. You're right. There's no rush jobs.
And shout out to everybody that's been hitting me up about the C4 bats. If you're trying to get an order, hit me via DM. Send me what you want, and I'll turn it into the big boss man right here to the right of me.
Yeah. So Little League. So what's your opinion on Little League, man?
Look, man, I like Little League, but again, it depends. Like Gil says, it just depends on the Little League. It depends what they're really trying to do.
Right.
Look, I still think just because of where we came from, when I was brought up, it felt good. You know what I mean? Because I was little, I had no idea. But now as a parent,
it was fun.
You gotta wonder, bro. But you gotta wonder. I mean,
it was fun.
It's just, man,
yeah.
I don't know. Something just changed. At least here.
It's like MLS. It's like watching an MLS game.
Nah, it's not even about competitive play, because the thing you nailed it on the head right now. There's a team for everybody, so it depends on your level. But what I'm referring to back is as what the board is giving back to the community.
Okay.
Right? Oh, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so they're killing it.
Look, me, I would love to play Little League, or for Jalen to play Little League.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we practice freaking every day. It would have to be like give up. Select.
Bring them over to Pearland, bro. Our 10's one state.
Hey, give me your address.
Hey, congrats, 10's. Love you, man.
You're gonna have to edit this, but I'll put in Gil's address, and there goes
the
loyalty clause. We got it. We got the guy.
Our boy from Milby's over there. His kid was on that state. Huerta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Huerta's kid was on that team. So.
Oh yeah. Was he 11?
Hey, so
he was. He was 10.
Juan Cruz has a lot of time on his hands right now. He said East End was also in that. Did you get that?
Man, East End.
I'm
sorry, Juan. My phone's blowing up from like all different directions. I'm just trying to.
East End had a little sticky finger problem as well.
Wow. Like I said, it's
the five finger discount.
It seems like it happens every year.
Every year, just a different one, right?
Just a different one.
Yeah, that's disheartening, man. That's disheartening.
Man, shout out to Jason Shields for just making memes left and right. I just read.
That boy Jason.
I just read your message. He said, look, check this out.
Where's it at?
It says, what are you wearing, Junior? The Kate Upton collection.
That's good stuff. That's good
awesome,
stuff.
man.
Wow.
Man,
Hey, they're all gonna go to the Astros store. Like the Astros gonna be like, why the hell are we selling out on sweater? Oh, we saw the wind up.
oh man, you know what he said that to me,
Where
man.
did
I
he
just
get
saw
this
it.
sweater from?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm a fan of it, Junior. It just looks a little itchy, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Is it a
no.
little itchy?
yeah,
You gotta wear an
a
undershirt?
little bit itchy. I'm pissed off because it makes me look fat in the camera, but it's because of extra freaking large. But I've been trying to mess with it the whole show. But I'm like, screw it. It's a damn sweater. anyway.
Kate Up needs an extra large also, but obviously for different reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
Man, there's an exorcism up
man.
outside.
Jace is going wild, bro.
Man.
He's hitting those terrible twos.
That's him. I don't want to play Little League.
Yeah, he's like select.
Select. What are you talking about, Dad?
Take me to Pearland.
I don't want those crazy coaches. They don't know nothing.
Take me to Steve Medina baseball.
He would have to go to Medina Warrior baseball because that's the only thing that's
Oh,
going to
that's
happen.
the one you sponsor?
No, I don't even know the guys. Well, I wish them well though. You know,
Yeah, I
Well, okay.
know him just
he's
from.
he's probably a cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a cool dude. But yeah, but
Hey man, I can't believe this, man. At the table, we got a Cowboys fan, a Raiders fan, and a Texans fan. It's unreal.
It's crazy. I still root for the Texans.
For real?
I'm not gonna lie. I never have rooted for the,
Never
Raiders
ill
ever
will.
for the Raiders.
Oh, for the Raiders.
But Texans. I always root for my Houston team.
I mean,
who y'all play this week, man?
U of H, baby, go Cougs.
Okay.
Finish it out for a rebuilding year. Dana better
Yeah,
get his stuff
I know,
together.
man.
Dana better
at
tighten it up.
3.5 million.
He'll tighten it up. He's all right.
Fired.
He's
Dude,
saving.
that is so
He's saving.
bad.
He
I was just talking about that with at
Apparently-
work earlier.
apparently their scout team's better than the team this year.
Oh,
Dude,
went
that's
down.
crazy, man.
He's gonna. I hear, so coming from the alumni, I hear he's got a lot of recruits, a lot of transfers coming in, a lot of transfers.
You doesn't need them.
You know what was crazy? Watching U of H play Oklahoma like the first week.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're all pumped up.
Yeah,
You're like, we're gonna have a great year. And then like now you're like, man,
Oh,
what
man.
the hell happened? But this was the crazy part of the weekend, okay? Because okay, they dropped them down. Okay. I'm watching this thing, right? And when I saw it earlier, maybe it hadn't refreshed, but Alabama was 4. And I'm like, how the hell do they lose and then just drop down one spot? So I'm glad they fixed this up here. But let's talk about college football for a little bit. Who do you think makes a championship game? I'm saying those top 2 teams. I mean, I don't see them losing again. The only reason why I say that, I feel that Bama's gonna squeeze in. I think
You mean the top 4 for the playoff,
for the
right? So you have
playoffs,
LSU right now as it stands. You have LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, and Georgia. Correct?
Yes. What if something crazy happens? Like, let's say one of these one-loss teams loses again, and Minnesota makes it up there, or Baylor.
Yeah, but Minnesota's going to have to play.
Who
Ohio
did Georgia
State.
lose to?
Let's look at it.
I think LSU.
No, they lost to South Carolina.
Okay, so
That should go
okay,
worse.
so here's okay.
They should be number 8 for that.
Yeah. So doesn't Bama have a say because they lost to get against LSU, and then you get a loss against South Carolina? I think Bama's that 4th team as it stands right now.
Okay,
I think they have
I don't disagree with
Well,
you.
I think they have a credible case for
Well,
strength of schedule.
Doesn't LSU? Well, LSU and Georgia are going to have to play.
Oh my god,
That
this
SEC
cupcake
championship.
schedule.
Hey,
here
LSU's rolling, man.
Yeah, they are.
What do you think about LSU, man? You think they're gonna be
Coach-
good? You
Coach-
think they're back?
Oh, they're back, baby.
Man, I hope so. I love
Coach
LSU.
Joe, man, he's a player's coach. Those guys would die for that.
That
coach.
guy. Every time I listen to his voice, it's
Oh,
like he
man.
like.
Hey, he's
Look,
down to earth. He's humble. He's everything
matter
in
of fact,
sport.
let me- I gotta pull this up.
He's everything that you want sports to be defined as. He cares for those kids. He expects a lot from them, but also he understands them. I mean, he's a player's coach. Read all the articles on Coach Joe.
He should be at USC right now. He should have got that USC job.
I mean, the guy was emotional. I mean, you saw the emotion. I mean, he was crying after that win. I mean,
That's a big win, man.
That's a great dude.
No, hold on.
You could just tell. I don't even know him, but I play for him.
Let check this
I get a
out,
couple concussions for him.
man. Like, all right, so we're watching this, right? We watched the LSU game. I went out to dinner with my aunt, and we were watching the game. Like, we didn't even sit on the table. We sat at the bar.
Yeah.
We're watching the game. They lose. I come home and I get on YouTube. one of my favorite things to do is read the comments. Right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
stupid.
Oh, that's crazy.
Check this out. This is a video of Ed O writing a post game. Right?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard this guy talk?
Oh, yeah.
He talks like a freaking machine.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
So he's like, he's
a bulldog.
this guy sounds like he smokes an acre of tobacco and eats gravel for breakfast and washes it down with gasoline.
That's so true.
He's not far off.
He's not far off, baby.
Oh my God. This guy,
Coach
he sounds
O's a
like
man's man.
he sounds like he's been eating biscuit mix his whole life. Oh man, my throat is sore after listening to this guy talk. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes up to my head. Like I get fucking pumped when I listen to
the one.
He's like, who could have thought that LSU beat the Tide with the help of a Cookie Monster and the kid from Home Alone? You guys are not lying.
That's awesome.
When I saw that, I'm like, dude, that guy looks like the kid from Home Alone. Oh my God.
I would love for one day in an interview, Coach O just get pissed off at just for no reason. At someone in the press and say, I'm a man. I'm 40. just scream it out.
Like Gundy.
Like Gundy.
Oh, that was awesome. I used that
I'm
meme.
a man. I'm 40.
I used that meme the other day because I forgot what Issa sent me, and I sent her the GIF. And she's like, who is that? And I was like, you need to watch that. I watched that. What was it, like 2007 or something like that? I was like, man, that's awesome.
I think that kid he was taken up for was from Texas, from Galveston.
No.
Who was it?
That was Robert Reed from North Shore.
North Shore,
From
Houston.
Because the thing was apparently,
well, he was underperforming, right?
Well,
The press was on him.
Yeah, but what happened was it was either he was eating something or he was with his mom and his mom like fed him a chicken strip or something. Just I don't know what.
Yeah.
And that
hey, what's up, Steve? JR
Yeah.
Regalado. Shout out from Central Texas. What's up, Coach Steve?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, big
hey,
Val.
Hey,
That's Big Val's dad.
we figured out why Steve's wearing the Oakland Raiders cap because they play the Bengals this week. Of course, trash.
That's not true. I wore
and the Jets.
Medina, I won't lie. I will go to the first game with you over in Vegas when they move to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Are we down for that?
Ooh,
yeah,
I'm down. Will they play the Texans?
I'm gonna be a season ticket holder.
Can we get a C4 sponsorship for our trip? Can we write that off?
Hey man, the other day, Steve's like, I'm in Orlando, blah blah, blah. And then we somehow started talking about planes. And he's like, well, why don't you take a private plane? I was like, well, how much? He's like, it's like 10, 15 G's. I'm like, yeah, I don't got that Steve Medina money, bro. That's why.
Magic money.
Can't take no freaking private plane. He's like,
magic
why are you in
money?
Cali, bro? I'm like, well, let me borrow the jet, bro.
I took American Airlines. What's up?
That boy was ranking on me. He's like, you over here saying blah blah blah. Why you flying Southwest? I'm like, it's first class, bro.
I hate Southwest. God, dog, I hate Southwest with a passion.
Hey, any chance? Let's touch on that Popeyes chicken sandwich. Did y'all see that video? The live video, the guy that cut line at the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Oh, that was funny, bro.
They threw down.
No, not that one.
Which one?
You talking about the one where the lady gets body slammed?
No. I'm talking about the one that was in line. No, they were in line and they started fighting.
And,
yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't the one.
No,
yeah. There were two incidents.
So this guy's driving.
You had the grandma that got slammed.
Yeah.
So the other guy that fought the girls.
Yeah, but there's another one where the guy's like driving and he's like, he sees a long line at Popeyes. Bro, he cuts, enters through the exit, and then just back doors and slides in through. You know, when you order, there's always that 1 or 2 car gap in between the next car.
You just jacked him.
He slammed in there and stole the chicken sandwich.
What's wrong with these people, man?
But the funniest part was people that follow this guy live because he's a comedian were inside of Popeyes watching him do it. So when he gets the chicken sandwich and he's driving off, people are at the window like,
that's funny.
That was
hilarious.
awesome.
That's
dude.
funny.
That was awesome. Anyways, I ate that twice this weekend.
Hey, shout out to Central Texas.
Really good, but shout out Central Texas.
Yeah,
you know
JR.
who else? Shout out.
Good dude.
You know who else we need to give a shout
With
out
Big
to?
Big Val. Good player.
Yeah.
I think he's with Austin Horns.
We
now.
need to give a shout out to El
know.
Valle over here. And El Valle is saying why are we not giving him a shout out?
Who? The Valley?
Yeah, right there.
Man.
The Valley, baby.
We need to play that bit from a random guy the other day. Hey, Gil, you know who you'd be badass with when we bring random guy back?
Yeah. Guy.
dude.
We'll
Yeah,
mix
but they
it
got to
up.
bring it, man. Next
Look,
time,
if there's a random guy out there that can bring it,
they're
come
gonna
on.
get
Random
hit with
guy
this
needs-
C4 bat.
Random
right
guy
here.
needs to bring it.
Random guy.
Y'all
be
lucky I'm
BSing.
not random guy. Oh
Man, listen, you're on too many times now. You can't. People know you now.
I
So
know. They know my
That's
voice.
funny.
I know they know my goodness gracious.
yeah, I'm telling you, man. So who shout out? I mean, who do we got to shout out the Valley?
Man, we give a shout out to the Valley.
How about Corpus?
And give a shout out to Corpus.
Corpus Christi in the house,
host-
baby.
For hosting
Who's
us.
Corpus? You?
Corpus
Oh yeah, your
Christi,
dad. Yeah,
my
that's
dad's
right.
from Dude, I'm
Hey,
cousin with Selena, bro.
The only good thing.
Salinas.
The only good thing
Come
about
on, bro.
Corpus
Get
is
the Nia.
the only good thing about Corpus is actually leaving that place. There ain't nothing good there, bro.
Hey,
Ain't nothing good about Corpus. They
Hey.
be
Come on,
boating that.
man.
Man, have you been to Corpus?
Hey,
I've
bro.
been to Corpus.
When's the last
I didn't
time?
know- I
When's
didn't
the last time you been to Corpus?
About 4 months ago.
I was there last week.
Bro, they're rebuilding, bro.
Yeah.
Come
Hey,
on, they got Whataburger Field. They
they-
got Whataburger.
They've been rebuilding forever.
Hey, I didn't even know Corpus was that big because driving towards the valley, we don't get into downtown Corpus,
Yeah.
and we stayed there for
You're not
NIT.
missing nothing.
Well, for many years, Corpus Christi
Mhm.
kept out corporate,
Yeah.
the big bucks, and now
They're in.
I'd rather go to Robstown than Corpus. That's how bad Corpus is.
No,
Man,
come on.
Robstown's
I'd rather
a bunch of
cotton
back
pickers,
roads.
baby, cotton pickers.
I'll
Or-
next
or
time.
they're
Next
just the
time you and I are
pickers now.
going to Corpus, I'll take you out
I
to
ain't going to
Corpus.
Corpus.
Yeah, you are.
No.
I stopped
In
at
fact, let's go
the
tonight. Get in my car right now.
I stopped at the 2-story Whataburger. That was sick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
They need to have a
baby.
2-story Whataburger right here.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
biggest
Gil,
one in
real
Texas.
quick, Gil, because we talked
Yeah,
about
yeah,
this
yeah.
before.
Yes.
How do you feel about having a tournament or a World Series in Galveston? You don't think we would draw numbers?
In Galveston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we would.
Steve be hating on that.
Why are you hating on Galveston, Steve?
Steve's like, man,
Too windy, too cold, too what?
He says
Steve?
the water's like not clear enough.
Okay, listen. I like Galveston. I just don't like the water.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm with you on that. I mean,
it's just
it's just the way it is. I mean, that's just the way the surf is on Galveston Island, bro.
We're starting
we
a
can't mess
movement.
with Mother Nature, bro.
I'd rather go to.
I mean, they're
LaPorte.
muddy.
You gotta go to LaPorte.
Hey, you know,
Sylvan Beach.
you know who's very similar to Galveston waters?
Daytona.
Daytona.
Yep.
And when I played in Daytona, man, I was so happy. I'm like, man, because that was spring break central,
Yeah.
and we had a place right off the beach.
Yeah.
So first day I go to the beach, I'm like, man, I went all this way to see Galveston waters. What the hell's going on here?
Hey, dude, I was the same way when I went.
I was
to
so
Daytona,
mad.
man.
I was ticked off, man.
Yeah, I went to my first time there. I was going to the Daytona 500, right? So I'm all pumped up about it. Man, I go there just the same as you.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see blue water. Man, I see gray water. I'm like, bro, I'm done. Let's go to Hooters across the street. So, yeah, I'm not really too fond of. But I mean, I like I said, I like Galveston. I don't hate it. I just they need to do something over there, man. They got too
Yeah.
many old, ugly hotels that are still on the seawall that need to
Yeah.
be. But that's a Fertitta versus Moody thing. That's
Fertitta setting it up, baby.
yeah, but
You're waiting for gambling to come on board. That's
Yeah.
where boardwalk,
yeah,
baby.
but the Moody still run Galveston.
No, they do.
so-
They do.
So
They do.
Well, so you're probably gonna have to wait for generations. Maybe the sons of both of the families are gonna
Yeah.
rectify that. But right now, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But if they did, man, it would be awesome.
Man,
It'd be
so
awesome.
somebody hit up John Riviera that just wrote on Jose Salazar's post. Is anybody a board member on here?
Yes. I am.
Yes. Come on, man. Are you tuning in live?
He must have been. He must have been
He
late.
probably
must-
didn't. He
he
probably
must have
didn't.
been late.
Yeah. Yeah.
sh-
And who was asking that question?
Oh man, hold on. I didn't refresh this.
Does he have a question?
No. He's just going.
No, I'm just
going
asking if
hard.
anybody was he referring to us or who was he referring to?
No, hey, Oscar wants us to give him a shout out. Marilis, squish the bug, bro.
Squish the bug,
Hey, there was
Oscar?
a big
Squish the bug.
debate on that. Did you?
No,
look at
I
the-
didn't hear
about
about.
squishing the
No,
bug.
I just invited him to the page the other day. Did you accept?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He just
Okay.
invited me. Steve,
It's the biggest group, and we keep
I don't have
growing.
any friends, bro. Steve
bad.
finally just.
My bad.
Hey, we're gonna be on for a little bit. I need to go rush.
I'm always coaching,
Yeah.
Junior.
Huh?
I'm-
Give me a second. I need to go rush.
Oh,
Y'all
Junior,
keep going.
come on.
y'all keep going.
So what was the debate on Squish the Bug?
No, Oscar said something. What did you start it? Who started it? Who started to squish the bug? I think it was Oscar that did it. They were talking about lessons or something like that. And
Oh, that was Matthew Lamb and
Please tell me.
oh yeah, it was Matthew Lamb.
Please tell me someone didn't take someone to get paid lessons and they were teaching Squish the Bug.
No, I don't know, but that's Oscar.
Oscar started it up, and then there's like a sub thread of like 100 comments about squishing the bug.
So yeah, that's actually a good topic. So you know, the Squish the Bug, I think, started with kids just kind of
not being able to do
something. And that's another thing you see a lot. You got some guys that are just YouTube, just getting all the information, analysis by paralysis. And I'm like, bro, they're 6. You know what I'm saying? I mean, please, man. I mean, they're talking launch angle and, linear versus, rotational. I'm like, you think a 6-year-old, 7-year-old is going to get all that?
Gonna get all that.
I say, you got to keep things simple, man. Remember what age division you're in, and you have those guys out there. That, Steve.
I know. I see them all the time. Hey, listen, one thing I will say about in closing the select baseball for Little League, it doesn't matter whether you like Little League or not. They have control of all the fields.
That is.
So everybody who talks bad about them, they're right over there talking to board members.
That's
Can
right.
I rent
That's
your
right.
fields?
Can I rent your fields? And we're very selective on that. I won't lie.
I always find that very funny.
Yeah.
Very. Oh man, I hate Little League. Man, where you practicing? Oh, I'm practicing stage one. Oh, really? Thought you hated Little League. Yeah, but they got fields. Yeah,
they have fields,
and you don't. And so that's what happens. But man, it's all good. I like Little League. It's here to stay. They got big money backing them. Yeah, I mean, so
no, we raise a lot of money there, and we give to those little leagues that are in need. I remember last year, kind
of like a Robin Hood.
Yeah, I mean, last year they had that team from the Valley that upset that San Antonio team.
Yeah.
And they were just a small town team that didn't have a lot of money, and we sent them quite a bit of money to help them.
Now I know they have that big old 13U pony World Series over here in Deer Park. I think it's Deer Park. Yeah, because a lot of I think Laredo's actually pretty good in that. So and they get a lot of people over there. So shout out to 13U Laredo.
Yeah.
I know my boy Angel Carrillo over there is always talking about 13U stuff. So I mean that's good for them. It's good for us. It's good for everybody. As long as you're playing baseball, it's all good.
Yeah, for sure.
Junior, in closing, what you got? Anything you want to say, dude?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, listening to our podcast, man. Big shout out. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't do it. I'm lying. We would have still done it. But shout out to Gil for coming through again.
Thanks for having me, fellas. Appreciate it. Always fun.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
And
I tell Steve, y'all are my shrinks, man. I get all this off my chest, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, Haters Club there's only one person for Haters Club.
Where's the Haters Club?
No.
So
this will, by the way,
Steve, talk to him about the Haters Club.
Well, Haters Club is
define Haters Club, Steve.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to define it, but one time we were on the air, we said something, somebody called us haters. And so
haters in the house.
We weren't even hating, we were just talking. But anyway, so now we're coming up with Haters Club. Now we had a couple of people, but the biggest hater right now is going to have to be Mike Fires. That little snitch dude.
Yeah. He's never going to be trusted in any clubhouse anymore.
Never going to be trusted in a clubhouse. Well, what do you think about Gil? You're in the pro clubhouse. What? That's dude, taboo, bro.
That is taboo. What goes on in the clubhouse stays in the clubhouse. I mean, you never leak anything like that ever.
So they interviewed Carlos Beltran. He said he didn't see that. Yeah. So who do you believe, Carlos Beltran?
No, Carlos Beltran said he saw, right?
No. He said there was no electric. He said they were
Beltran did it right.
Yeah. He said they did. They were what do you call it? They were finding out pitches, tipping pitches, whatever, but no video.
Whether they did this or not, it's part of the game. We all know that. Right. I mean, signs are stolen all the time.
Dude, bro, before you go any further, I was watching in the playoffs. They had their Microsoft. What do you got?
Yes.
Yeah.
The tablets.
The tablets. Yeah. They have the tablets right there.
Microsoft Surface.
Yeah, they had them in the dugouts.
Yeah. And they have all the videos and of all the pictures and everything. I mean, they have the cards, they have the shifts. I mean, they have all this data now.
You see that thing on Twitter where they were talking about they were hitting the wall 2 times or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Okay, first of all, if you can actually hear
Hear
that
it in a loud stadium.
25, well, let's
Yeah,
say
I kinda-
25, 30, that, come on, get out of here, bro.
It was a trash can.
Yeah, it was a
The
trash can down
right?
on the walkway down
on the
to
walkway. Yeah,
Okay.
because they had
Yeah.
the trash can and it would echo on the walkway.
Yeah.
That's why they had it there.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now they're really reaching on some BS.
Yeah, I mean, here's my deal. I mean, you know this as it's part of the game, and
Right.
if you can't give good signs, if you're not noticing that they're picking up signs, you need to change your sign. That's why everybody goes in there with 3 or 4 sets of signs.
Exactly.
And if you're not,
that's
you're
on
not
them.
prepared at that high level.
Dude,
Dude,
Mike Fire, man, come on, Mike.
yeah, I'm
So now
disappointed.
you're- so now
Fires,
you're-
if
so
you're
now-
listening, I know you're listening. I'm a little disappointed in you, bro.
So
Yeah,
now,
he tunes in every week.
so now you're calling all those guys. You're calling all those guys out. I mean, you're calling Verlander out. You're calling Beltran out. You're Springer out. Tuve.
Man, he's salty. That's what he is because we didn't resign him or we traded him or whatever the hell we did.
Hater in the house. He gets the hater award.
Haters
he's
Club.
a
Haters Club.
Yeah, we're gonna get the rest of y'all next week.
Yeah.
He was glad.
Especially all the haters that are gonna come out after the Turkey Lake Classic.
That when's that this week?
That's the Turkey Lake
Yeah, that's
Classic.
the
Turkey
big
Lake
tournament of
Yeah.
November.
Man,
It's gonna be too cold for that, man. Too cold.
I just know, man. There's a lot of people out there that are getting banned from USSSA.
Talking mess. Hey,
Talking
you know
mess.
what? Before
Why are
we
they
go,
getting? Where are they getting banned?
well, hold
Junior?
on. We'll talk about that offline. But before, we need to talk about the page, bro.
Oh, talk
ahead.
about the page.
Because they're the founder of the page.
Oh,
They
what
gotta
about
clean
the-
that up.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead and talk about the page, man. All right. The idea behind the page is pretty much the idea of what everybody thinks the page should be. You know, be informative, have some fun, have the good information, etc. That was the whole idea behind us started it. Obviously, Steve, Julio have been here for the majority of the ride. I think if not for all of it. So they've helped me moderate it. I've brought in a few other guys to kind of help me clean it up. Please, from after this recording ends, if there's anybody like crossing that line and we ban you, I'm sorry, man.
Come on, guys. Keep it clean. Keep it classy.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. And the way that we've grown and we continue to grow, this is going to be the biggest group, and it will be, no doubt. So if you get banned from this group, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff coming in through the Houston pages. And, you know, especially now with the growth and the podcast and everybody tuning in, don't be that guy crossing that line, man. Keep it pretty clean. And, you know, it's okay if
We can disagree.
you know, if there's disagreements or debates, and if you try to, you know, just try to keep it as clean as you can, because we got a lot of kids that do come in here and you know, try to get some information on whether it's a showcase, a tournament, a coach, or whatever. Just remember who's watching, and just keep it clean, man. That's all I ask. And if you get banned, no hard feelings. Don't hit my DMs with
I think
with
what
threats.
I think what Junior's saying is we can all have civil discourse, right, Junior?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean,
He got
I-
out
look-
of hand this weekend.
Look, sometimes even on the podcast here, on when I write, sometimes one or two curse words slip out. Hey, there's no big deal about that. We're all grown ups. But if you're constantly talking mess about a kid,
Or
I saw somebody pull up a damn game changer stat about somebody.
Yeah, I
this
saw that
last
one.
weekend. Hey man, don't do that.
It's not the
man.
kid's fault.
It's not the kid's fault. Don't
Yeah.
bring no kids. Keep it clean. And I mean, that's all really what I have to say about that.
And can I say something, Junior?
Yeah, go ahead.
And remember, what's the old adage, Steve? It takes a village to raise these kids, right? We're all in this together, and always remember that. We're trying to, you know, let's just say none of our kids. We don't know if our kids are going to make it, how far they're going to make it. But I'm always rooting for that local guy. You're always rooting for that local guy to make it as far as they can. And again, fellas and moms, because moms, some of you guys are crazy. Girls are crazy too out there. You crazy gals, you know who I'm talking about. But we're in this together. All right. I know we're all competitive. We want the best for our kids, but we're all in this together. Always remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else you want to say about the page, Julio? I thought
No,
I thought
just-
I thought one of your comments was excellent.
Yeah, like I said on one of the comments, you know, they debate a lot on there. That's it's all good, but it was stepped over the line over the weekend. So just keep it clean. We're not gonna delete every little comment out there just, you know, because it offended somebody. But if it goes too far like it did this weekend, yes, it's gonna get deleted, and you might be blocked.
Yeah.
Don't get blocked, man. Because we're only growing.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, we don't want to stop the numbers, right?
No,
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
the page could be a really big tool for everybody here in Houston.
Yeah.
As far as the teams and all that, everybody benefits from it.
Yeah, pretty liberal by letting posts go. I
Yes.
mean, it's just got out of hand this week, and we're not. I mean, if you got personal vendettas against people, you need to call them up and talk to them.
Yeah.
I mean, don't handle it on the page
like real grown-ups, right?
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
let's keep it clean. Let's keep it motivated. Let's keep it baseball. Let's have the discussion. We can disagree all the time. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's just a forum. So make sure the forum is clean.
Man, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna have to go back and read all this stuff.
Yeah, what's
up,
up, Jay?
stuff,
man?
huh?
There's a lot of stuff, man.
I wish I had more time on my hands, man. Goodness gracious, I think that's a problem.
Just before you go to sleep, just hit page and hit like top post and just read.
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome, man.
Just read. But yeah, so with all that being said, man, before we go on the page, I just want to give our condolences to the family of Ed Lucio for 643 Baseball, who passed away.
Yes.
I believe it was late last week. I saw that on the page. I don't personally know the man, but he was a part of the baseball community here in Houston. So
Yes.
I would be remiss if I did not mention that. So, our condolences to the family of Ed Lucio of 643 Baseball. That's a tough situation. So hopefully you can pray for his family. I think he had a son. Just looking on the Facebook page, maybe he had kids out. Please, no disrespect if I got it wrong, but just want to make sure that we send our condolences out to him because that's a tough loss, especially at this time of the year.
Yeah,
Man, it's tough.
Yeah.
our condolences.
Yeah, so our condolences. So with all that being said, Junior, you done?
I
You good?
got something else. Real
Julio?
quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Every weekend, there are always teams looking to pick up players, right? Like,
Mhm.
they're always short one. There's a guy looking for a few pickups this weekend. Okay.
What age division?
It doesn't say age division, but this is what it says. Looking for a few pickups this weekend. The mom that questions every move I make and talks shit about me in the stands is going to be out of town, so I need to replace her. If you get drunk and make an ass of yourself, that's a plus. Also, my right fielder's uncle caught a case and won't be able to make it. So we need a call it both ways blue guy. Thanks. And that post also blew up. So shout out to John Rivera for that.
That's
earlier
hilarious.
today. That was
My
awesome.
boy John.
Oh,
He from Pasadena?
I don't know where he's from, but
Oh,
I'm gonna give him some
Give him a
love.
shout out. Give him some
Give him a
love.
shout out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a top 10 post at the end of the year.
Hey, and for sure by next week, I think we'll have some haters club already down. But we're gonna give him a shirt, a little
Yeah.
recognition. Nobody get butthurt about that, man.
They make this
Whoever
world.
gets butthurt about that, man, I'm a clown on them. Because we're giving y'all a warning right now. That is for trolling purposes only.
You got to have haters, Junior, in this world. It makes the world go round, baby. Right?
You ain't
Yes,
lying,
that's the way it
man.
goes.
I got
And
somebody.
and hating on us, just hating.
Yeah, just hating.
It's hating.
Yeah,
in
just
general.
hating,
Yeah, just hating in general.
They got
So
some issues in their life, You
I like that one. Look at that
Still,
one.
you got to love them.
It's
you gotta love 'em.
Junior, not Johnny. I tell you, Juan Cruz has a lot
that's
of
good
time
stuff.
on his hands.
That's good stuff.
Juan
Well,
Cruz probably has the best man cave out of all of us.
yeah, and then, dude, I saw it on Facebook. Is it nice in person?
I've never seen it in person.
He
Juan
needs to
Cruz,
invite
what's up
us.
with what's up with the invite?
Yeah, he
Oh,
needs to
look.
invite us.
Check it
Smooth
out. Check it
smooth
out.
the podcast over there.
Yeah, he needs to invite us.
No, I like this place. I like this.
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
It's
This
just
is
nice.
the studio, but yeah. But before that, Gil, if you didn't know, Issa Cookie just got a new spot.
Oh,
So it's
Yeah.
about 6 minutes from here on Space Center.
nice.
And if
I'm
if-
all in. I'll be there all the
so what
time.
we're gonna do is
Online orders.
Yes, online
Yes.
orders, all kinds of orders. We'll have Ferrari Michelada mix there,
I'll be your biggest client.
and believe it or not, we're gonna record
What's up
a
with the
live show.
Can I get the rewards card?
You can get the rewards card.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We're
talking
making
about.
Like, check this out.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that
need.
is
Yeah,
nice.
we need to go remote from there.
Yeah, so Juan, if you ever want us to go live from there, give us a shout, man. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that's an awesome man
I don't-
cave.
I don't have,
Juan has a lot of time on his hands for that.
Juan,
Yeah.
I'll bring the cookies.
And now we look at this room.
Yeah, other than a backdrop and an AR-15 in the corner and a bottle of tequilas, We're not doing
Hey,
bad.
I was going to ask you, is that thing loaded? Goodness gracious, what kind of place am I in?
It's just there for show.
I'm just kidding.
It's
bro.
funny because every
I'm just
time we
kidding.
walk in, Julio always takes out the mag. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna shoot nobody. Like,
Just in case.
Just in case. Just in
especially
case.
especially we had the michelada party. He put everything away. I was like, Julio, what happened to everything? He's like, don't worry about it. It's in the closet. Nobody's getting shot today. I'm like, wait, we're in the good side of Pasadena, bro. We're on the midtown side of
Oh,
Pasadena.
that's good
There's
stuff.
such a thing. I didn't know
Nice.
there's such a
Yeah,
thing.
I
like
already
it,
told
Julio.
you. Google Maps says zoom out. It says Midtown Pasadena, right where we're
Yeah, it
recording.
does.
It really does.
Julio's the one that's quiet that carries a big stick, right? Is that right, Julio?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Julio doesn't get nearly enough credit as,
Yeah.
as I try to give him credit. Junior, I never see Junior say, "Hey,
Nah,
shout out to
man,
Julio."
that's my boy Julio.
Hey, I'm gonna shout out to Julio.
we're
Shout
gonna
out
do. We're
Julio.
gonna do a spin.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
We're gonna do a spin-off show for Julio.
Yeah,
good
that's
stuff.
funny.
Hey,
That's
but
funny.
also before we go, are we gonna talk to him about our little project, or we wait till we unload it?
No, we need to wait till we unload.
Okay, we're gonna wait till we unload it. So just stay tuned. We got
Just,
we got something nice for you guys.
Again, if you're watching the YouTube channel, just make sure you push that subscribe button.
Yes,
Absolutely. Come on, guys, get out there.
Yeah.
Subscribe,
Let's get this show
subscribe.
going.
Yeah,
Hey guys, once again, thank you for having me. Anytime you need to talk about any topic, I'm your guy, and appreciate you guys.
You're gonna have to fight Santos.
Hey,
Oh
wait.
yeah, man, where is Santos?
Can you
I thought
can
I
you
saw
tell
him.
us? Can you tell us a story
Yeah, yeah,
back in your pro days?
yeah. What's
What,
what
you got
story?
any story of?
Dude, I got a lot, but come on.
Bo Porter.
This is goodness gracious. Steve, did you let the cat out of the bag over there, or what's going on?
No, you're the one who told us.
Oh, did I? No, I'm gonna save that for another. I'm gonna save that for another
Okay.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
save that
right,
for
so
another
there you go.
episode.
You got Gil.
Hey,
Part 3.
you know what? We're probably. You think if you say that story, you think you'll get a response?
Oh, most definitely.
Oh,
Him-
definitely.
Him to you or
Yeah, probably. I
Okay.
don't know. No, he probably.
it's a great story.
It's a great story. It's a love story, guys.
Okay.
It all ends in a great story.
Okay. No, I was just
Yeah.
saying.
Hey, well, listen. What tournaments this weekend?
The Turkey Leg Classic. I'm
Turkey
telling
leg,
you.
turkey leg.
I'm BSing. I don't even think that's the name. But it's got to be like Turkey
it sounds
Showdown
good.
or something.
It sounds good.
Hold
Well,
on. Let me just double
I
check.
think it is a turkey showdown.
The Turkey
Hey,
Showdown.
shout out to our rookie of the year too, bro.
Oh yeah, Jordan Alvarez.
Jordan, man.
Hopefully we can get him on the show.
Hey, he's a real deal when he was struggling.
I'm still salty
he-
they lost.
Well, yeah, he was struggling, right?
yeah,
Came
And
through,
then
man.
and then hey, he made that adjustment.
yeah, he
That-
did make the adjustment.
Hey, that's a real champion.
yeah,
That's a real
300
champion.
point Turkey Showdown at Baseball USA.
300 points.
Well, for all the teams who are playing this week, good luck to you guys.
We won't be there.
Stay
So,
warm.
yeah.
I will
Stay
not be
warm.
there.
so good luck.
Dress warm.
Dress
Oh,
warm.
man.
Make sure you have exact change to get into Baseball USA. What else over there? Make sure you get there early if you're at 8:00 game because that line will be feeder.
Yeah, if you're running 5 minutes late, you're done.
Yeah.
You're in that line.
Yeah, and so have fun out there. With all that being said, I'm Steve Medina along with Junior Aguilar, our guest Gil Avalos, and our producer Julio Ramirez. You listen to the Wind Up Podcast brought to you by the Wind Up Media Group. Hope everybody has a good weekend. We'll see you next week. Be looking for our live podcast next week, but also make sure you hit our page to see our podcast that we have coming out. What, tomorrow morning?
Yeah. Episode 12 will be out first thing tomorrow morning.
Episode 12 will be out tomorrow morning.
All right.
Let's get
Just-
some comments on it.
Steve, are we midnight yet?
No, not yet.
Are we midnight?
No.
I have to wish my beautiful wife Jennifer happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Jennifer.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Love you, babe. Thanks for, I don't know how she does it, keeping up with me all these years. But
All right. Hey, well, we'll see you guys next time. I'll be ready. Hopefully, I'm going to wear another Raider hat next week.
That's fine. I'll
And-
wear a Texans.
Yeah, Junior,
I'll
the
wear my
Kate Upton
Cowboys.
sweater, excellent on you,
No.
bro. Excellent,
Excellent. Excellent.
I
Excellent.
love it.
excellent.
I'm gonna take my Christmas pictures in this.
You should.
It was awesome, man. That pregame was awesome.
Yeah,
It
All
was
right.
like so perfect.
There was. Well, we're signing off. See you guys next week. Have a good weekend, and hopefully tune back in next week. Thanks. How long do we go? 2?